Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Watertown Stadium for tonight's football game, home opener 2024 between your Watertown Arrows and the Yankton Bucks. My name is Sam Mooney, and joining me in the booth tonight is not Tyson Zemlicka, but it is the better-looking and more knowledgeable Brian Norberg. Welcome, Brian.
That may be met with some resistance there. Maybe more athletic than the Zemlicka kid, but he's definitely younger, better looking.
Well, Brian, we're coming off of a 38-7 loss last week against Sioux Falls Jefferson, and having a home opener against a formidable state runner-up, Yankton Bucks. Real quick, talk to us about what the keys to victory are for the Arrows tonight.
Well, before we do that, this is the last home opener at the stadium.
Yep.
At the stadium. Yep. Everyone's excited about the move over.
The iconic.
It's a bittersweet excitement for all because there's so much history and tradition here, and hopefully we create some more tradition and history.
Bigger question is that will the bats come with to the new stadium?
Yeah, that's up for debate, I guess. I was never a part of that. Did you have bats in the booth last year?
Well, there's bats flying around the stadium all the time. I'm told that there's a fox that lives here.
I was always locked in as a coach and a player, locked in on what was going on in the field. I guess I never noticed. But to your point, to your question, I think we're probably going to be getting the national anthem here soon. I better stop talking.
Well, maybe you can tell us real quick before the national anthem's going on.
I think it's going right now.
Are we going right now? No, we're not going.
Oh, no, you're right.
No, we're good.
I was nervous there. You don't want to be disrespectful. Keys to victory. Well, limited knowledge about the Bucks here. They had a first week game against Huron and jumped on them early and then played their second stringers most of the second half, I would say. Was able to catch the Arrows down at Sioux Falls Jefferson, and kind of the opposite type first game for the Arrows. A really talented Jefferson team, and I'm sure you'll talk about them a little bit more, but ran into a buzzsaw of sorts. So I don't think we got a great feel for both Yankton or Watertown in the first week.
Yeah, 100% agreed. We're going to pause right there. We're going to turn it over to the legendary Nick Kranz. We'll then listen to the greatest song ever composed, and then we'll come back for starting lineups.
Honors America with the playing of our national anthem. Proper respect for the flag is to remove your cap, stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. Active duty personnel or veterans not in uniform may salute the flag. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
From last year, the gentleman that's below us that's belting out the national anthem, still there, still crushing it. Would love to know who it is and have him sing the national anthem for us sometime.
I can tell you who it is right now. You don't know?
I don't.
I'm pretty sure it's Matt Senior.
Well,
Matt Kranz Senior.
We need to get him out on the 50-yard line and have him belted out.
Well, he's a fixture. You're probably the only guy in Watertown that didn't know that was Matt Senior.
I asked a bunch of people last year.
Before we get going,
maybe I'm asking the wrong people.
Yeah.
Matty Young.
So as we go through introductions here, quick, I know I'll hand it over to you, but let's set the bar low here. My extent of football knowledge goes up to 9th grade head coaching experience, freshman football experience.
Sure.
It ends there. I just want to set the bar low for our listeners tonight.
Well, I would be willing to bet that 9th grade season was special.
Well, multiple.
See, there you go. I mean, so you got a second contract.
Let me tell you, I never had so much fun. Absolutely had a blast out here. Getting coach of the state, it was great.
Speaking of legends, there's Robert Coyle III. RC3, former Watertown Arrow, now the head coach of the Yankton Bucks wrestling team.
Yeah.
And easily one of the best kids you'll ever meet in your life.
Super kid, yeah.
Super good dude.
Northern State Wolf.
Yep. So let's talk about it. Let's turn our attention here to football a little bit. What did you see on film from Yankton? You talked about it like we didn't get to see a whole lot. I think that there's still a lot of questions that need to be answered with Yankton. Yankton's coming off a 60-0 victory against Huron, and their starters played the first half, essentially.
Well, let's look at it this way. Let's compare it to the previous Yankton teams here in the last few years. You've gone from Rugby Riken, an outstanding athlete, probably one of the best athletes to roll through as a multi-sport athlete in quite some time in Yankton's school system, and that's saying something with Yankton because they've had some dudes, right? But then they go to what was the quarterback last year? Camp Schaff. So you've had two really good quarterbacks, and they've kind of anti-Yankton history. They aired it out. Right? Yeah. They threw it around the yard a little bit and very effectively. And so I think this year you have the Nelson kid who is maybe a different type of quarterback. Probably not going to see them throw the ball as much as they have in the past. But if you compare this year's Yankton team to what they've had, I know they returned their whole offensive and defensive line, but probably going to have a little different style than they've had in the past.
Yeah, I think what we're going to see from that Yankton offense is you're 100% right. I think we're going to see a lot of Easton Nelson running the ball and maybe not throwing it as much as the Camp Schaff kid and the kid previous to that. I think the Arrows' defensive plan is going to be to try to keep Nelson in the pocket, and that's going to be a lot easier said than done. This kid's got some pretty great lineage in his family. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
About the quarterback Nelson?
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you, I had a front row seat to Dad Jason. So Jason Nelson, which if you're from Yankton at all or South Dakota would know, and apparently his dad, also a great athlete, but Jason is the same age as me, so he's old like myself. Phenomenal baseball, football, basketball, and track athlete. Truly a four-sport player, and I have not run up against as good athlete in the high school overall as Jason Nelson. Quick story, I'm playing cornerback. My only job down at Yankton is to contain him, and if Doug Schooley's listening right now, he knows this exact play. My only job is to turn him inside, and I failed on my only job, took a bad angle, and I saw the back of Jason Nelson, and he disappeared in a hurry. I wasn't catching him, and no one was catching him. So his dad, Jason's a phenomenal athlete. I just saw him walk by here earlier, and so to see his son out playing makes us feel a little older, but also is kind of cool.
Yeah, and I mean, you hinted on it a little bit. Jason's dad, Easton's dad, Jason, you just talked about. He's in the Yankton High School Hall of Fame, and so is Easton's grandpa, Doug, is also. So I mean, you're talking about some pretty good lineage there with Yankton. With Watertown, real quick. Watertown lost their all-world running back in Juven Hudson. Lost some pretty big linebackers in Austin Johnson and Simon Hendricks. Graduated a few other guys. Talk to us about who's here and kind of what the definition of this football team is.
Yeah, and I think we'll find out. I'm probably the last one to give you that answer. I think with Juven, right, it's kind of post-Juven era. He played significant minutes since his sophomore year on and kind of identified Watertown and what we wanted to do for 3 years, and rightfully so. So I think this maybe gives us, you never can replace a Juven Hudson, but I think with that, maybe we have some more versatility that may or may not make us a little harder to defend. I mean, that's just looking at it from glass half full point of view, is that maybe teams, especially early, don't know as much about what we're going to do.
We're going to turn it over here to the field for the coin flip here and to the referees here. They should be on. We should be able to hear them. So if not, we'll come back up to us here, but we'll see how this goes. Doesn't appear like he turned his mic on. So Arrow's offensive line is good, is formidable, is very strong.
This is heads. This is tails. Connor, what would you like? Heads. Heads is called. That is a tail. Tyler, would you receive, defend a goal, or Watertown won the toss and will defer. Connor, what goal would you like to defend? Okay, you guys there. Yankton will kick from the west goal. Shake hands, Jeff. Good luck.
Okay, so going back to Watertown's offensive line, Watertown's offensive line is big, they're strong, they're very formidable, led by senior left tackle Micah Hawk. What can you tell us about Micah?
He's a monster. I'm glad I'm not blocking him. What a phenomenal athletic-looking dude out there, both on the football field and the wrestling mat. So, just watching last year, Sam, he would just totally disrupt games. I mean, he was just he would change games himself at the defensive tackle, kind of like the Sioux fella from Nebraska, right? Dominican Sioux, a man down there.
Yep.
Something like that, but at the high school level. But yeah, he's dominant, and then like you're saying, returning the majority, if not all, of our line from last year, both offensively and defensively, and that's just that's hard to replicate. I think it's going to be a battle tonight because I think Yankton kind of has the same situation with returning a lot of their linemen from last year. So it'll be an interesting battle up front, Sam, to see who kind of wins that battle.
A little bit of a change on the offensive line tonight too is Mike is going to scoot from left tackle over to left guard, going to kick out Nash Berg, who's maybe a little faster than Micah. Andrew Dahl will be at center, and then the return of Jaden Lambert to right guard, 6'1", 240-pound senior right guard. And then bookending on that tackle side is a 6'6", 295-pound Carter Ingalls. So offensive line, pretty impressive.
Got some size up there. We look good getting off the bus.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Some football now, right?
Hey, we'll see. Watertown lost 4 football games last year. They lost to 3 football games, right? They lost to T. They lost to Pierre twice, so 4, twice including the playoffs. And then they lost to these Yankton Bucks. Yeah. So if Watertown's going to take the next step moving forward, this is a game that they got to win.
So it looks like arrows deferred. Arrows deferred, as the good ref said, and they will be kicking off into the sun.
Yep, and for anybody that's out there listening to us on YouTube, please comment. Let us know who you're rooting for, where you're watching from. If you want to talk about the legendary Brian Norberg, have any great stories, let us know. We are underway from the Watertown Stadium as Yankton returns it into the grass and gets tackled down at about just shy of the 35. And for Yankton, that's number 12, Carson Ness. We're going to call Carson Ness's name quite a bit tonight.
Marcus Pitkin in there with a tackle.
Yeah, we should call Pitkin's name quite a bit, too.
Braden Kleinsaucer, nice job at turning him into the tackle, too.
So Yankton's going to start in a shotgun, and we'll see if they're going to look to pass right away. A quick screen out to number 2. Number 2 for Yankton is Connor Slaba. Connor Slaba is quick, fast, and twitchy. We are going to say his name quite a bit.
So Slaba and Cirque are going to be their speed, their quickness, both in the backfield and out on the edge, right?
Yes. Yep. And both of them had long runs last week against Houston against Huron, along with number 5 Matthew Sheldon. Yankton's going to come out in a pass formation, but there you see Easton. He's going to look to run early and often. And he should have. I mean, the kid is fast.
7-yard line. Stop in there by number 9, Caden Decker for the Watertown Arrows.
Caden Decker's with the tackle. Should call his name here quite a bit too.
3 yards, we'll call it.
2nd and 7, and Yankton is back at it again, moving the ball quickly. There's a flag on the play here. I think that's going to be on Yankton.
The give up the middle is to number 1, Evan Zirk. Gain out to the 49-yard line, a gain of 2.
So talk about a little bit about Watertown's defense, Brian. What do you do to stop a kid a quarterback that is as fast and as athletic as Easton is?
Yeah.
Illegal formation, offense, 5-yard penalty. Second up.
I would venture to guess we're going to see some pretty athletic quarterbacks this year, and I think Nelson's definitely going to be one of them. But I just keep an eye on our linebackers. I think we have a really solid linebacker crew, even though we lost quite a few linebackers from last year. But we fill in with some really good athletes there, so that's going to be a fun kind of matchup within the game to watch. There's the big fella.
Yeah, now, I think we got a fumble.
Oh, yeah.
Sure do. I think that's Arrows football. I think that's going to be a first turnover of the game. If we could get a replay on that, I would sure love to see who yanked that out of Matthew Sheldon's hands. That was a great strip by the Arrows defense. He got 2 hands on there, and the one looked like he was starting a lawnmower.
Yeah, he was met early. And whoever that was the one that caused the fumble.
Yeah, it was a great individual performance here, and replay is brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union.
Yeah,
it looks like we
catches it after.
Yeah, just kind of missed it there.
I don't know if it was Michael or another individual there, but one
of the Arrow defenders came in there and ripped it out, like I said, like starting a lawnmower, and that's big for the Arrows as they get the ball on the other side of the 50 with a short field and a lot of momentum.
A little I formation here, Sam.
I formation, and Hemrick is going to hand off to Decker, and Decker's met right away. That's one thing that I did see from Yankton's defense. Very few times did you see one guy at attack. They kind of swarm to the ball. There's multiple guys tackling every time.
Absolutely. The little film I did watch, that struck me as well. They really fly around to the ball, and I think that's sometimes a week 1 deal or a first quarter deal.
Sure.
The teams that keep doing it throughout the year or keep doing it throughout the game, you kind of find out for real. Sometimes they'll show, but they're flying around and getting to the ball. A lot of white jerseys on it.
We should see multiple people carry the ball for the Arrows tonight. We just saw Decker carry it. Now Fossum's in there. Hemrick's going to roll to his left here.
He's got
square
him.
Up.
He's got
Briggs.
He's got Briggs.
He's got Briggs deep, and that's going to take the Arrows into the red zone. Welcome back, Nathan Briggs, to the Watertown Stadium.
What a great ball.
Yeah, that was a beautiful ball by Hemrick. You know, Briggs is coming off of that ankle injury that he suffered last year at homecoming. We didn't see his name a whole lot last week, but you can see here on the instant replay, brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union and DFS Insurance this year. Great route by Briggs. Great read by Hemrick. Hemrick did a good job of rolling up to his left, squaring his body up, getting the completion.
Not an easy throw going to his left there, but I like getting him out of the pocket a little bit, let him see things, and did a nice job of finding Briggs. Got behind the defense early there.
Under center on this formation as they hand off back to number 30, who kicks it outside. That is Marquise Decker. And he puts the Arrows on the board 6-0.
Let me tell you what, saw you draw up the start of a game right there, Sam.
Not bad where you can kick out and get behind Big Nash Berg. And Spencer Wenches, I believe, was over there as well. Puts the Arrows on the board 6-0.
Nice hole on the edge there. I think Nash got fired up when he heard you said he would win in a foot race.
You know, Nash also a good softball player, fun fact.
Good pitcher. Yeah, this was a good cut.
And you see Jaden Lambert back here, too.
Yeah, he walled him down. Yeah, his old 62 there.
Sealing
just
his
walled
guy.
him down. Yeah, that's 62. There's a nice block out there. Or am I seeing things? Steinberg?
Yeah, I think you're seeing
I'm on the
things.
Bucks. I'm on the Bucks.
Nashberg is 62.
Yeah. Let's give Nash the props here. Great job. You found him early.
Yep. Shout out to Caden Mooney all the way in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, watching us on YouTube. Thanks, Caden.
Keep it quiet, Caden. Keep it quiet.
And, of course, Audrey's watching. Appreciate that.
Well, beautiful Audrey Mooney.
Beautiful Audrey Mooney, yes. So
great start for the Arrows.
I did miss the PAT attempt.
Yeah, looks like
I got too excited.
Either the scoreboards, we weren't paying attention again.
Looks like we missed that one.
But looks like we missed it.
But what a great start by the Arrows. You get the turnover right away, a phenomenal strip off of a very good player. I mean, we didn't talk a whole lot about Matthew Sheldon, but Matthew Sheldon is 6'1", 230 pounds, and I mean that is a big kid.
Yeah.
And we're going to call his name a lot. So you get the turnover. And then a turnover is great, but it's even better when you can turn it into points. Points off turnover, that's a beautiful thing when you're talking about football.
Yeah, was it 3 plays later? 3 plays later, touchdown?
Yeah. Yep, great pass by Hemrick.
Yeah.
And then a great run by Malik to get him on the board, following a great block by Jaden Lambert and Nashberg.
Nice to get the crowd into it here.
Yeah, good
I can't
crowd
see the
tonight.
student crowd from here, but I'm sure they're going nuts there.
Yeah, they're over there. We can hear them from here, right through these concrete walls.
White out tonight.
White out tonight.
White out tonight.
Yep. So Watertown's going to kick off into the dirt. If you're an opposing team, does that dirt bother you at all?
Let me tell you, in Watertown, you just take it for granted. You don't even think about it. Nice run by Ness there.
Yeah.
Hard run. You don't even think about it as a Watertown player. That's just kind of how it is.
Yeah.
And I didn't play on it for years. I didn't think about it. But the opposing team, they can't believe we're playing in an infield.
Right.
It really throws them off. And so I love it.
I think it's an interesting part of the game, especially when they're down on this end zone on the goal line.
Yeah, it can be.
The footing's different.
It is, absolutely.
So Yankton's going to take over on about the 30-yard line here as they're going to be back in the shotgun, and Easton's going to look to quick pass out to Carson Ness. Yeah, good tackle by the Arrows there.
You kind of tell,
Yankton,
Sam, is going to, their passing game is going to be a lot of short passing, a lot of quick passes, and I'm sure they'll take their shots. But
Second down and 9.
Yeah, but a majority of it is going to be what we've already seen. There's, we've seen quick passes, quick screens.
Yep. It looks like Watertown's willing to give that up a little bit, at least early, and you can always adjust, but they're okay with that, kind of having confidence and keeping things in front, a little bend but don't break.
Yeah, the other thing that we really have to be careful of is if you get Carson Ness on the outside and he gets man coverage, he's very talented. Yeah. He may be a better defensive back than he is a wide receiver, but it's a unique thing to do. I mean, not everybody can be Travis Hunter.
The Bucks on their own 40-yard line.
And you see Easton's going to roll out here to his right and find Carson Ness.
A nice job of Ness kind of finding the window there, Sam.
Yeah, Carson Ness is good. Like we said, we were just talking about him. He does a good job of finding that soft spot in the zone.
Nice throw by Nelson.
Yeah, good throw by Nelson for sure.
As a quarterback, you love being able, if you can roll out clean, if teams let you roll out clean and buy you some time, kind of like Trayton did on the play for Watertown.
Yeah.
Makes life a little easier. They got a nice little rhythm going right now.
Yeah, this might be trouble.
They got the hold on.
Yeah,
we
got a flag. We got a hold in here. This one's going to come back. But that gives you a good idea of Connor Slava. That kid is fast.
He's quick.
Yeah.
He's quick because I don't think his receiver really had to hold. He maybe when
he just ran right by
broke it, but he's quick. But there's kind of obvious hold there right in front of the Arrow bench. Coach Hordorf may have requested a hold call there and was right.
Of course, he requested it in a kind
way.
Yeah.
Offense, number 0, 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Yeah, fortunate there because, like you said, a good point that he probably didn't need to hold there.
No.
The Slavic kid is very fast.
You already had a first down more than likely, but those holding calls, those are killers, just drive killers.
Yeah, it really is. So it's going to bring up first down and 20. They're going to go back. Yankton's going to go back in shotgun here, single back. They got the bigger back in. They are looking to throw, but as we talked about, number 22 for the Arrows.
Spence.
You know him, Spencer Wenches. That is an incredible tackle.
Yeah, if he doesn't make that play, Sam, he's going for 10 or 15 at least. Yeah,
that is a sensational individual play by Spencer Wenches as he grabs him by the jersey and throws him down. Yeah, we're in trouble if Spencer doesn't make that play. Great play by the senior captain.
Yeah, now we're 2nd and 25 about.
Here's that big ball here. Deep. Briggs has got to get his head turned around, and then Carson Ness just out jumps him. And we talked about it. Carson Ness, you get one-on-one there, and he's gonna make you pay for it.
Looks like we have some.
Just coming back. I didn't see the flag thrown.
Illegal formation. Offense.
Oh, wow.
Not enough men on the line.
Oh, wow.
5-yard penalty.
That one hurts.
Second down.
Yeah, that's good for the Arrows. Fortunate that Yankton didn't line up correctly. But again, I mean, we see it. We saw it. That's what we talked about with Carson Ness.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 25 on the 35.
It's twice that Yankton has just shot themselves in the foot here on a promising drive.
Yeah, I mean, you can see how dangerous this offense can be and how quickly they can attack. And they are throwing more than what we maybe thought.
Well,
and there's the contain.
They've gotten themselves.
Oh, it's a good play as
his teammates took him out there.
Yeah, Cole Hansen, I think, stepped right in front of that and knocked that down.
Number 2, Cole Hansen.
Yeah, I think they've been forced to alter the game plan here a bit, just with long down and distance here.
Well, I think the Arrows defense is doing a nice job of containing him. I think that's what we talked about in a pregame. That's what they want to do is they want to keep him in the pocket. They want him to throw the ball. They don't want him to use his speed and athleticism and be able to run. And on 3rd and 25, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to keep him in the pocket. And that's what they're doing here as he rolls out, getting chased down by Wenches, and that's a, he's in there, real close. That's a good job of keeping him in there, limiting the gain, brings up 4th and long. And this gives us an opportunity to give a shout out to the legendary Chris Jacobson, who's watching.
Yeah,
he says, great night for football, fellas, and we appreciate you, Jake. Good man. So that's going to bring up 4th and forever, and Yankton's going to bring in the punt team.
Assuming Coach Jake is in the stands somewhere watching us and not at home on the couch. I don't know. He's got to be careful about identifying where he's at right now.
That's fair.
Maybe the weather's not nice enough for Jake here.
I don't know. He's a tough guy, but, you know, he's not a young man anymore.
It's a good punt for a bad snap. Good punt.
Careful there that the ball doesn't touch Jeremiah Schulte. Let's talk about Jeremiah Schulte for a minute, can we? Jeremiah Schulte is senior safety for the Arrows. And all this kid does is tackle everybody all the time. Led the team in tackles last year. Had a bunch of tackles again yesterday. But there's not a lot of interceptions for him. There's not a lot of fumble recoveries or forced fumbles, but he just tackles all the time.
I think he's just a really heady football player.
He
just
really
a really
is.
Solid football player on the defensive side of the ball.
He's getting some college looks too. I mean, he's got some visits lined up, and I want to say it was Dort that I saw that he was getting some visits to.
Yeah.
So
his brother Brent, very good athlete, very good hurdler, and played basketball, played football as well. Brent a little taller, lankier. But, Jeremiah's done a great job, not only last year, now into this year, just picking up where he left off.
Yeah. I mean, he's been fantastic. Quiet, a quiet, fantastic season, but fantastic nonetheless. Arrows back on offense here as Himrick goes in shotgun. And I'm not sure. I don't believe that was a design draw.
Well, and Spence went in motion, and looked like he went in motion and ran right on top of Marquise there, right? Just seemed a little that play was doomed before it started there. Someone maybe did something they shouldn't do.
That never happens in high school football, does it?
It'll happen periodically, once in a while. We'll blame it on Coach Castle down there. Hey, another individual just offensively we didn't see a lot of in week 1 is Mitch Olson, number 7. He's shown his ability just to go make plays on the ball. You kind of got to high point it for Mitch and let him go get it. And I think we'll take our shots with him tonight at some point as well.
This time the handoff goes to, looks like, is that Wenches?
It's either Wenches or Foss.
Yeah, it could have been Fossum, 25. Yeah, no, that was Fossum.
Yep.
Yeah, and we talked about it. We're gonna see Fossum touch the ball out of the running back spot. We're gonna see Decker touch it. We'll see Spencer Wentz's touch it. I'm not sure that this team has carved out a running back
clear cut. And I think it's actually, I mean, let's be honest, if you have 2 good backs, which I think we do.
Agreed.
You don't have to have the one horse that we followed here the last 3 years.
Yep, 100% agree.
A little bit more by committee, but I think Fossum, given him some time, is going to really be a solid running back for us.
Let's bring up a 3rd and 13 for the Arrows. I believe we're going to get a false start on the Arrows here to make it a 3rd and 18. We'll see what the refs have to say here.
Dead ball foul, snap infraction, number 64 offense. Wow. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Yep. Let me tell you, Sam, we're going to have a talk with the referee and crew at halftime maybe here. We got a lot of laundry on the field here. Maybe you just have a little chat with them. Let them play. Let the boys play.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Let them get out there. Let them do their thing. I mean, gosh,
or line up correctly. Or maybe we line up correctly.
Well, line
Both
up
sides
correctly.
Of the ball.
In that case, I think we just moved a little early. Yeah. He gave the false start hand motion. So 5.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. 3rd and 18. See if Himrick can get something done. We're going to pass. We're going to do a draw to Fossum, who makes a couple guys miss. Fossum's an angry runner too. I mean, he does a good job. He's not afraid of contact by any means. He picks up about 8 there.
I think he enjoys contact and might enjoy pain a little bit. He's one of those guys, but smart play there. We're down deep in our territory. 3rd and long, the old draw play. I kind of thought that's what Yankton would do there. Instead, they had Nelson run out here. I was a little worried about him getting hurt, unneeded.
Quick shout out here to Taylor and Serena Berger. They are watching Arrow TV, and they say, so thankful Arrow TV is back, and we are thankful to be back and to have the Bergers listening as the Arrows punt. And
another flag on the field.
Boy, there's a lot of them.
Yeah,
there's a lot of laundry tonight, Brian.
Talk to these guys. So we got Eric Donut down here on the sideline on our end, maybe? I think that's Eric Donut, maybe? Not that I'm blaming.
Illegal formation on the offense, penalty decline.
Okay.
First down.
All right, let's decline some more penalties. And
So would have Yankton had the choice there to back us up, make us redo it?
yes.
Kind of interesting that they, with us being that far back, I thought they'd maybe make us punt at that again.
Yeah, it is an interesting strategy not accepting the penalty because it was a pretty decent punt.
Yeah, it was. It was a good punt. I would have taken it, made him punt it again.
I think our referee forgot to turn his mic off, so we have a hot mic, so I'll apologize in advance in the event something crazy happens. As the Bucks hand off here
That's
to
loud.
number 1, Evan Sirk. We'll see, like we talked about earlier, we'll see a lot of Sirk. Quick, fast, elusive, Darren Sproles-esque, if I could.
Yeah, for sure.
Good option here. Good job by the Arrows. Great job by Marcus Pitkin. Sniffing it out, staying in his lane, covering that flat, and making a great tackle.
Marcus Pitkin on the play.
Great job by Pitkin. You know, we called Pitkin's name a little bit last year offensively. We didn't call it a whole lot defensively. That was a phenomenal play. Arrows are tackling well tonight.
Because Marcus had to play a lot when Briggs went out last year, correct?
Yep.
Oh, he overshot him. He had him.
Yeah, fortunate there. Good job by Easton Nelson stepping up into the pocket and finding the guy. Just couldn't complete the pass.
So kind of interesting, Sam. You know, all 3 to 4 possessions that Yankton have had, they've started out promising with the run game, and then they've gotten behind the chains a bit. And in that case, there, just that option play killed them. But they've kind of started out in promising fashion, only to be stifled by the Arrows there.
Well, credit to Jaden Lambert there, too, the defensive end on that job, or on that play. He did a good job of getting around the tackle and getting almost blocked there, and getting Easton off of his point. Ooh, Pitkin does a good job corralling that. Jaden Lambert not here last week, and then here this week. He's a difference maker.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to have him back. Kessler Swenson rolling in there, almost getting a hand on that punt there. We got to give Kessler some love here. Junior, wide receiver, DB, special teamer.
Special teams is incredibly important. It's also something that gets overlooked a lot, and it really shouldn't. I mean, we should spend more time talking about special teams and how important it is.
I don't believe you had it in your pregame notes.
I did not.
We didn't even talk about it.
We did not.
But you were correct. But it's fun to give those guys that get out there for limited action and to get out there and make a play.
Well, you know, Fossum came from special teams. You know, like he came out of nowhere last year, and then remember the Scott kid got a bunch of special teams.
The youngster,
time and he was incredible.
Yeah.
Well, sad to see him not on the field.
Quick recovery for Lincoln in his knee.
Yeah, absolutely. Got a little wildcat here with Wenches taking the snap. Going there on the left side there. That's a good play. Picks up a few.
You like the Wildcat?
You know, I don't mind the Wildcat. I mean, it's different. It's a little wrinkle. And if you can get the ball into Spencer Wench's hands, typically good things happen. Last year, he was a first down or a touchdown every time.
Yeah, absolutely. And getting Spence going downhill is something that's going to benefit the Arrows.
Megan Shuddy Romer chimes in and says, cheering on number 4 from Montana, go Arrows. And number 4, of course, is Mr. Schulte. So we appreciate you watching all the way from Montana. Hemrick back in shotgun here. He's got Pitkin. Oh, he's got him! Right through the Yankton Bucks defender's hand. It falls right into the lap of Marcus Pitkin, and he walks in for about a 70-yard touchdown.
Just going to waltz in there.
Wow. Fortunate on that. That ball was a little underthrown, and number 14 for the Bucks, who is Cale Hazelhorst.
He wants that one back.
He 100% wants that one back. And you can see it right away. He goes and grasps his face mask.
Yep.
What a great play. And that's really good concentration there from Pitkin to be able to look it in as the defender's barreling down on him, too.
Yeah, a lot of times when the defender, it goes through his hands, it's hard then for the receiver to catch it, but he kept his eye on it. Nice catch, hauled it in. We'll take it.
Yeah, that's fantastic. You know, we talk about special teams. We've blown the point after touchdown twice. I didn't see it either time.
Well, if you'd stop talking, we'd maybe see the extra point.
100%. Right, I get too excited.
And I have an excuse. I can't see down there.
I feel like if you just leaned over a skosh, you could be able to see it.
Maybe my head's in the way. That's why you haven't seen any kicks yet, but we'll work on it.
Jerica Fossum says, way to go, Arrows. Appreciate you watching. Great start for the Arrows. 12-0, 2 touchdowns. He got a turnover, doing a really good job of keeping an incredibly talented, athletic kid in the pocket and not letting him beat you. But as you touched on earlier, Norberg, to your credit, Yankton's kind of shooting themselves in the foot a little bit.
Yeah, early, their first couple of drives, couple penalties got them, some losses, kind of gotten them out of their game plan, I think, offensively, what they want to do. They've shown they've definitely shown their weapons that they do have at their disposal, and I think up front, they are pretty good. They've opened some holes, but they just haven't been able to sustain anything, and let's give our defense credit for that as well.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, and the illegal formation and all that, yes, they're not lined up properly. However, a lot of that could be credited to the Arrows defense when you look at that defensive line, you know, with a Jaden Lambert there and a Micah Hawk there. I mean, that can be intimidating.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
So the Arrows are going to kick off here. Little pooch kick here that's going to go down the right. Hopefully this stays in bounds. What a great kick. Great kick, keeps it in bounds. Oh, there's a fumble. That's Arrow football. That's number 40. Alan Moen is going to jump on that. And Yankton's going to turn it over again. And the Arrows recover, and they're going to have the ball 1st and 10 on the 35.
Alan Moen, senior.
Yes, sir.
Looks like 140 pounds dripping wet. Moen out there making a great play.
You know what? He does not do a Cam Newton impersonation, doesn't watch the ball, jumps right on top of it, recovers.
Good for him. Good play.
Great job. Todd Kowski's watching us. He says, "Let's go Bucks." We appreciate you watching, Todd. Got a good football team there in Yankton for sure.
See if Arrows can capitalize here, and if you're on Yankton's sideline trying to
single back here and then trips right and put Briggs in motion to the left. Fossum's to the right.
A little blitz here, another play.
Is this going to be on us?
Boy,
look at I don't know if we could see that or not, if we maybe get a replay, but boy, Carter Ingalls really imposed his will there. Pancaked the guy, and then as the guy was getting up, he knocked him down again. Carter Ingalls is something else. Wow.
Looks like we may have something coming back here. Maybe another legal formation.
Yeah, I think that's on us.
Illegal motion number 3.
Yeah.
He's moving forward at the snap. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Yeah,
so I want to talk about that a little bit. Arrow TV does have a new instant replay machine this year, courtesy of Dakota Land and DFS Insurance. What this replay machine is going to allow us to do is it's going to allow us to draw on the screen. So once we're playing with it a little bit, we don't have it all figured out quite yet, but look for that down the road, and we'll be able to show that illegal motion and show how maybe Briggs was leaning forward a little bit as he needs to run parallel to the ball. And here we get with the Wildcat again, and Wenches is going to take it, and this time he's going to get gobbled up and by about 5-6 guys.
Yeah, the good news about the Wildcat is that, you know, we add an extra, basically you add an extra person, and that's kind of why they gain its popularity. And with Spence, what a great option to have. The drawback is Yankton, after seeing it, I mean, they're able to key on that.
Well,
Spence may get the bright idea that we're going to put in a pass play for him.
Well, and that's what I was just going to say, is that you show it twice and you run both times. But anybody that knows Watertown Arrows football, we know that he can throw it too.
Yeah.
You know, so he threw a fake punt touchdown last year, 60-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
You know, so Spencer can definitely throw it. He can huck it.
Yeah, great thrower. Just ask him, right?
Yeah.
Just ask him.
Yep. We're going to get a timeout here by the Arrows. If we could, we're going to take a quick 60-second timeout here as well from the booth.
So, yeah, Trayton, is this...
We are back here and looking at Trayton Hemrick's stats. You know, Hemrick's 2 for 2 for 99 yards. Pretty efficient.
We'll take it.
Pretty efficient from the young man.
Absolutely.
Arrows are going to take over here. 2nd down and 18 on the 36. Be nice to see if they can capitalize on a second Bucks turnover. See if we can get some points on the board here. Hemrick's going to drop back. Quick screen to Pitkin. Pitkin's going to make a guy miss. Might have got away with one.
Yeah, they're going to call it.
Might have got away with it. Ah, we didn't. There's laundry on the field. This one's coming back. This is going to be a block in the back.
Number 17, Marcus Pitkin.
Both teams are experience their fair share of laundry on the field here today.
Initially by number 23.
Yeah, and I think, you know, the one Yankton had earlier and that one with Briggs out there, I think it was fairly obvious. I don't even the
Block in the back.
sideline
Offense number 22.
Yeah, no, and
10-yard
Hemrick
penalty
was,
from the spot of the
Hemrick was
foul.
calling it right away.
Second down.
That one's on
Spence out
Witches.
there.
But you know what? A senior captain, he knows it. You know, he's not going to complain about it, and he's not going to be down about it either. I mean, it's something that he's going to shake off, and he'll go get the next one. Comes off the field here, and Hodorf's going to coach him up a little bit, and he'll be good. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 28. What do you got dialed up for 2nd and 28? You do a draw here, try to pick something up, maybe go over the middle, get 10, or are you going to take a big chunk?
Yeah, you don't need to get it all at once.
No,
I mean,
you
we're
sure
still okay, and really might be getting yourself into 4-down territory.
Yeah, there's
regardless.
the delayed draw. I love that play. I love that delayed draw.
Now it's manageable, and
Yeah,
really,
now you set up a 3rd, and
we're in 4-down territory, so you have 2 downs. I mean, I'm just guessing, but you have 2 downs now for 15 yards instead of just 1 typically here. So we'll see if they treat it that way.
it's a good job. I mean, it brings up a 3rd and 13 now.
Or if you get if you get 5 to 7 yards on this one, you're in field goal range.
Yeah, Watertown does have a pretty good kicker, a big leg in
Good week 1, I think.
Riley Fisher. 22 seconds left remaining in the first quarter. The Arrows hold on to a 12-0 lead. Going to bring Olsen in motion. Hemrick's going to play action. He's looking deep, doesn't have anything. He's going to take a sack here.
Now you got your 40 with a loss of 3 or 4 there. He looked at Marcus deep on the deep slant. He got his eyes downfield and ran out of time.
That's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. It's going to be 12-0 Arrows.
Leading the Yankton Bucks 12-0.
Here we go.
Okay, we're going to try this, folks. We're going to stay away from...
It's a monumental moment.
Yeah,
right
we're
here.
going to stay away from a commercial. We got the Spencer Wench's touchdown. We're going to go to... so bear with me here. I haven't seen this yet, but I want to show you what we're capable of doing here. So you see there, I can circle Hemrick. And what we're going to try to do is we're going to watch this play here in real time. And right here is what we want to go back to. This is what Brian and I were talking about, which watch this guy right here. That's your left guard. That's Nashberg. He seals here and keeps, if we can pause that here, bear with me. We're going to figure out how we're going to figure this out together.
New technology here, everybody.
You're going to watch Nashberg here. And he's going to get a block and seal him off, and and then you see Lambert right there with another one, and then he's going to come around here.
So let me tell you, we've been giving Nash all the credit, which he deserved, but we got a little double team action there too, and I don't know if that was Spence, because we got a double team on the edge there.
Oh, we got to go back to live football.
It was
here.
Lambert, and
we got to go back to live football. Sorry, that's a lot of fun.
Telestrator worked great.
Wenches, speaking of throwing, throws a pick on the special teams.
Another flag.
Well, hopefully that one's on them. If not, that's going to set up great field position.
So a little fake punt there, which is
Kale Hazelhorst got an interception for the Yankton Bucks.
kind of interesting call, Sam, being it's 4th and 20.
Pass interference, offense. That penalty declined. First down.
Yeah, 4th and forever, and then I don't believe that was a called play because Spencer had it and he kind of rolled around on the delayed punt and then may have saw something and decided to pull it down.
At the end of the day, it's a bad punt for the Arrows. I mean, essentially, as far as the net result.
Look at number 9 for your Watertown Arrows. That's Caden Decker doing a great job of busting through the hole there and getting the running back behind the line of scrimmage. Arrows are doing a great job of tackling tonight.
Yeah, they're swarming to the ball. Good to see Caden back out there after getting banged up a little bit down at Jefferson.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10.
No penalty on the play.
For once, we had a clean play. Can the refs hear me, Sam? Hope not.
Maybe if they can, it would be a fun conversation to have. But they're busy right now. Easton's looking to throw here. He's got 35 there. No, that's a no catch. That's a great job by Cole Hansen to knock that one out.
A couple nice plays by Cole tonight.
Jacobson giving you some love, calling you the next Dan Orlowski.
Oh, boy.
How about that? Corey Einfeld, great guy from Yankton, he chimes in and says Sam's like a young John Madden with his first telestrator.
Couldn't agree more. Absolutely. Madden's got nothing on you, Sam.
Man, I got to figure it out. It'll be great once we figure it out.
Yeah.
3rd down and 10 here after the incomplete pass. Easton looking to run here.
He's gonna have to
Good job by Decker to keep him there.
Oh, nice.
And then swallowed up there by is that Wenches again?
Yeah.
No, that's Fossum. That's Fossum. That's just a great job by the Arrows of Decker, kind of knocking him down and slowing him, keeping him right in front of him, and then Fossum comes in and cleans him up.
Yeah, absolutely. Nelson trying to kind of eat it, get rid of it there, but instead has to eat it, and with a loss again for him. So got behind the chains early again. Hasn't been going well for Yankton. Doesn't bode well for him.
Ooh, almost got in there for the block punt. That's going to be a short punt here. That's going to go hit the Yankton buck in the 26. That's a live ball, and Hodorf is screaming, pick it up, pick it up.
Roll is dead.
All right. 1st and 10 for the Arrows. 10 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first half here. If the Arrows, you're happy with the 12-0 lead, right? But it could be a little better. It could be more.
Well, we had the last turnover that we didn't capitalize on, really, essentially. Other than that, I mean, there's a ton of things that have gone well for the Arrows here. We made the big plays. The breaks have kind of gone our way. The penalties have hurt Yankton. They've hurt Watertown as well. But probably one of the few blemishes, the fact we didn't capitalize on that last fumble.
Yeah, and points off of turnovers, like we talked about earlier. I mean, it's a huge stat. You get points off of turnovers. I mean, that's the difference between wins and losses. The turnovers kill you, but then the points off the turnovers really is what bears you here. As the Arrows are going to hand off here and maybe look to sustain a drive here a little bit.
You sense that the momentum is in Watertown's favor, Sam. That Yankton's maybe feeling a little deflated here. So on the Yankton Bucks side, needing something good to happen, maybe a turnover on their side. On Watertown side, you're looking to a game right now where you've dominated somewhat with the 12-0 score. You're looking to tack some more on here in the first half.
Yeah, I think it's important here that the Arrows put together a drive. They don't necessarily have to score on it.
Yeah.
Obviously, we would like to see them score, but pick up a couple first downs, move the ball, articulate the ball down the field.
Well, neither team has sustained a drive necessarily.
No,
We've scored on big plays.
Yep, play action here.
Oh, he has Mitch open. He's got him.
Oh, yeah, he's got it, but he underthrew it.
Oh, he was there.
Yeah, Mitch was wide open. Mitch was open by 4 or 5 yards. He got behind him, and the ball was just underthrown.
Yeah, I think Trey just saw him a little late, right? He's rolling out and didn't get his eyes upfield quite early enough.
Yeah, we'll see the replay here brought to you by DFS Insurance and Dakota Land Federal Credit Union. And see, he squares up and throws.
Yep.
But just the ball's underthrown. But Mitch had him by 4 or 5 yards.
And
I mean,
again,
he was definitely
in defense of Trayton there as a quarterback, avoiding defender. You and I looking up here from the booth, it's easy to see early.
Of course.
And as a quarterback, it's just not that easy. And like you say, maybe a split second earlier and get a little more on it.
Yeah, I think that's all. I mean, the read was great. He just needed to put some more on it as we see Nelson scramble up the middle here for close to a first down.
It's like Cale Hazelhorse made a nice play on that ball, too, for the interception. I think it was Cale.
Yeah, it was number 14 for the
made
Bucks,
a nice play on it for the Bucks. So it's kind of what we're talking about. Yankton's kind of hoping for a turnover there. What they're looking for is a little momentum going into the second half now, which we got plenty of time here in the second.
Yeah, they're going to hand off this time to the bigger back, and that is number 5, Matthew Sheldon. And he's swallowed up right away by a gang of Arrows.
It's a tough matchup there for Sheldon up the middle when you got old 78 standing there for the Arrows. With Micah there, he's plugging things up in the middle there. It's tough sledding for Sheldon.
Yeah, I'm trying to see the number on that center for the Bucks, but he's number 52. He's in for a long night. Great job by number 9, Caden Decker, breaking up that play. But number 52 for the Bucks is Mark Cathell. He's a 5'10", 230-pound senior center, and right in front of him is Micah Hawk.
Yeah,
who is
6'5", 300?
6'5", 300 pounds.
Yeah, his 300 pounds looks different than a lot of 300-pounders as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's proportioned well.
Arrows defense does a great job of getting off the field here. Pickens going to take it right to the corner here. He's not going to go out of bounds. He's going to turn the ball upfield. He's got a block.
He's got
some room. He's got 2 blockers in front of him, but we got Laundry on the field.
I didn't see this one.
Yeah, we got Laundry back here.
I saw the Laundry. Can we get we'll get a replay on that one, see where it was.
It may be on Yankton here.
We're picking it up. No, I think he picked it up because I didn't see it. There was nothing that resembled a block.
Yeah, I thought maybe they were going to call like a blindside block on us, but it's clearly on
Yankton. Here's the replay right here.
No penalty on the play.
Yeah, no penalty. Perfect. Everything's clean. Pick it up. Great job. Great return by Picken. Yeah. I thought Picken would maybe just take it at the 35 and enjoy the good field position, but takes it on the other side of the field. Great job by Marcus Picken. First down and 10 on the Arrows 25.
Another big play. Let's see if we can sustain something here and punch one in. We've had Yankton with 2 big turnovers themselves and have been 3 and out both times.
Yeah, here, like we talk about the momentum. Geez, you get a big punt return like that, you're almost in the red zone. You know, as the NFL calls it, the gold zone, the green zone. That's where they make all their money. Going to hand off here to Decker. Decker's going to bounce it outside here. Great block there by number 7 for your Arrows, Mitch Olsen.
Great cut by Decker as well.
Yeah, frees that one up, and Decker does a good job of bouncing it outside for a big gain here. See this replay brought to you by DFS Insurance. Great job there by Decker, bouncing it outside. Another great block by Nash Berg, sealing him off and blowing that hole open for him.
An outside backer that took a pretty poor angle and was able to allow Decker to spring it outside. You'd probably want that one over, I think.
Yeah, we'll take it. It's going to bring up a 1st and goal on the 5. 8.5 minutes left for the Arrows as they're trying to punch one in to make it a 3-possession game. Looks like we are going to have a timeout.
A little confusion, I think, on our personnel.
Their 2nd time out of the half.
We're gonna stay here. Let's talk a little bit about. We give some love to Dakota Land and to DFS Insurance. First year of a 3-year exclusive contract to bring Arrow TV. Both companies pitched in a couple bucks in order to make it happen. We get the cool instant replay machine that I kind of fumbled a little bit the last time, but we'll get through it, and got some cool new equipment, and so to bring the experience better, and also allows us to pay the kids that are here working the cameras and doing all the stuff behind the scenes. So appreciate DFS Insurance and Dakota Land Federal Credit Union for stepping up and helping the community and the kids in the high school programs.
Please support our sponsors. Thank you.
Arrows are going to be back on the field here with the 1st and goal from the 5. Split back here. Is that Carter in the back? Or no, that's the Wildcat.
Wildcat again.
Wildcat here. Wenches is going to take this one in, and he's going to walk into the end zone for his 1st touchdown, 2nd touchdown.
Pretty good package there. You have Spence leading up the hole, and Micah Hawk is leading the way there.
Yeah, and then you got Carter Ingalls to the right of him, and boy, that's
you know, I think Coach Castle's done a nice job of looking at personnel and utilizing that personnel to our advantage there. I mean, that's a good case of it.
Yeah, and that replay there, you saw Caden Decker on the previous drive knocking down a big pass there, and then now you see Spencer Wenches walking in.
We're looking to witness our first extra point of the night, but I think we're going to go for 2. Back to the Wildcat here.
All right.
Maybe go back to the same play. We'll see. Maybe,
yeah, I mean, same formation.
Here's the wrinkle.
Yeah,
maybe.
It could be. I mean, do they want to use it right away? And they're not. They're going to do the same play. And then this time, you're going to see Spencer gets right behind big Carter Ingalls.
Yeah, it's Micah Hawk again leading up the hole. I think that's a good plan.
I'd like to see that play again because you see Carter Ingalls, number 71, right? Is that Carter?
Yeah, Carter's 71.
Yeah,
78's leading up the hole. I don't know if he pulls or if he's
if we can get a replay of it, maybe, because Carter is to the right of Spencer in that Wildcat formation, and Spencer does a good job of being patient and running behind him.
Yeah.
So you got Carter Ingalls leading the way, and then in front of him is a slew of blockers.
Effective nonetheless.
Yeah, the end result is a touchdown for the Arrows and then a 2-point conversion making up for two of the missed.
That's one of those in my extensive play calling career at the freshman football level.
Never dialed that one up?
No, it's just amazing how smart you can become when you have great blockers, some beef up front, great running backs, and a good quarterback. You become pretty smart. Good call by Coach Castle. He saw something that worked. He went right back to it. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, definitely should. And you know, like we talked about earlier, you know, when we talked about the Wildcat, the whole point of the Wildcat is just to give the defense something different to look at. But you want the ball in your playmakers' hands, and I can think of 1,000 adjectives to describe Spencer Wenches, but playmakers probably at the top of that list. That's a really good job by Watertown special teams with the pooch kick. You know, that ball is live, and you know they're kicking it down to the 30, 25 or so, and that ball's live if they get to it fast, quicker.
See, we got a flag on that. Did it get out to the sideline or no?
No, I think it stayed in bounds.
So what's
Yard line. There is a flag on the play.
Boy.
Personal foul late hit by the kicking team, number 33. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Number 33 for the Arrows is Kessler Swenson with the late hit. I didn't see it. I'm not sure I believe the referee.
Yeah, I don't think Kessler would do that.
No. Yankton's going to be forced to throw the ball here a little bit as there's still a lot of time.
Oh, nice catch.
That's a great catch.
That's
a
nice
great
throw as well.
too.
Yeah, on the run.
Yeah, Connor Slava gets that's a catch on Sunday.
That was a great play.
Yeah, both feet in
deep
bounds.
out route there.
Yeah, both feet in
A
bounds.
little hurry up here by Yankton. Got to try to get something going here.
Arrows should at least get the ball back at least one more time here. I think this is going to be a false start on Yankton.
Yeah, you're going to go in at half at Yankton, and you just can't believe the amount of penalties they've had.
Yeah, I don't think the Yankton coaches
Dead
are
ball.
going to be super
False
happy
start.
with the amount of
Offense number
penalties
9.
and
5-yard penalty.
missed opportunities. To be fair to Yankton, I mean they're executing. I mean they put together some big plays, but they just been brought back by penalties.
Yeah, they've been playing behind the chains most of the game so far.
Yeah, really have. 1st and 15 here. It's gonna be a handoff. This is to number 1, and I think we're gonna get this one's gonna come back. I think we're gonna have holding here on Yankton, and I think this is going to be on the right tackle, right guard.
I mean, I was kind of joking earlier, but the amount of flags at a high school football game, I have not seen this many
Offense
flags.
number 77.
Yeah, that
there's been more plays
on Peyton Eustace.
There's been more flags, more plays with flags than without flags, I believe.
Yeah, there's a lot of laundry there, bringing up a 1st and 25. Going to send the quick back here in motion. Bigger back is to the left of Easton. Squares his body. Oh, this could be trouble. Mitch. Yep.
Oh, no.
Yep.
He's going to score.
Yeah, we're not catching him.
Yeah, Briggs took a shot. You know, did you see that? You know, Briggsy went for the ball.
Yep.
Took a shot and missed. And
tried to jump the route and missed it. And Mitch.
Was it Slava or was it? Yeah, the Slava kid. Yeah. And nice play. I mean, nice play by Yankton. They needed something.
You know, they needed something, and they got a big strike here.
There's a previous play.
Yeah, that goes back to the Decker.
Yeah.
To the Decker knockdown.
Briggs was there, caught the end of it there, but Briggs was there. He went for the ball, and when he missed it, it was all over.
Oh, and I'm sorry, that was Schulte that couldn't come up to him there. I thought I saw 7 earlier.
Yeah, Mitch was there too early.
Yeah, but
Mitch had to make the tackle, and he had a tough assignment there.
Yeah,
tackling Slava in the open fields. Probably could make a lot of people look foolish there.
Absolutely. Yankton's a little more successful here with their PAT. It makes it 20-7. Arrows still have a commanding lead, 2-possession lead here. 7.5 minutes left in the first half. Plenty of time. What I would really like to see, maybe the touchdowns are great, and yes, we got to have them, but a sustained drive here. If you can take 4 or 5 minutes off the clock and get some points here.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the end of the world. I think that was really important for Yankton to get something positive there because they went to the hurry up, got the penalty. Or did they get 2 penalties? I think they got 2.
Yeah, because that play was 1st and 25.
They had the motion penalty, and then they had the holding penalty, and then were able to make the big play. They needed it.
1st and 25. So Easton Nelson, you know, we talked about him running the ball at before the game. Looks like he's 4 of 7 for 104 yards passing.
Yeah. I've been impressed with Easton. Yeah. He's done a nice job.
He really has.
He's been under some duress. He's been put in some tough positions just with the chains because of the penalties, but has done a nice job of throwing some really nice balls. And he's got some weapons, like you had said earlier in the game. Yeah. They have, between Ness and Slava, they have 2 really good weapons on the outside.
Yeah, and Slava's leading the way with 3 catches here. Looks like for
88
yards, you know, 10-13, and then the big 65-yard touchdown there.
Ness had the one that didn't count, was brought back.
Shout out to young Mr. Pitkin here, who's doing stats for us and doing a great job. So we appreciate him. Yankton's going to kick off to number 43. That's the Randall kid, if I remember right.
Yeah, Brody.
Yeah, Brody Randall. I do appreciate the fact that Brody Randall's out there returning kicks. He's all 5'4", 130 pounds. But the thing that I really like about him, he's wearing number 43. I mean, that's Darren Sproles.
Yeah, he looks like a little
He does look like a little Darren Sproles out there. Yeah. It's quite the compliment.
Number 24, Jay Selchek.
All right, so the Arrows are going to take over here, Brian. 7.5 minutes left. They're going to take over on the 25. 20-7 lead. Let's see if they can sustain a drive here. Looks like they're going to go back to a traditional I formation with Wenches as the lead back here. Malik has got the ball here. This time they're going to go on the right side. And I think he's going to get stopped here right at the line or maybe a little bit behind.
Yeah, you called it. It'd certainly be nice for Watertown to at least sustain a drive, keep the ball out of Yankton's hands as they feel like they got a little momentum going on the offensive side. Yankton play a little more energy right now on the defense side of the ball. It all carries over.
I think what would be like catastrophic for the Arrows at this point is that if they went into the lead with, or excuse me, if they went into the half without the lead, that would be disastrous. But if they got to keep it 2 scores, in my opinion. Because Yankton's going to get the ball at half, right?
No, Watertown gets the ball. We deferred and kicked off. This one's coming back, whatever happens.
Yeah, it's a great pass and catch by Hemrick and Olsen. I mean, that was a dot, but it's coming back.
Yeah, it's too bad because that was a really nice pitch and catch there by the fellas.
Yeah, I mean, that was a beautiful pass.
Beautiful, wasn't it?
Hemrick does a good job of staying in the pocket, throws a clean ball over 2 defenders.
Illegal formation.
Olsen does a great job.
71 was not in the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty.
And that's the killer. I mean, that's the killer, Sam, is the fact that we just didn't have one of the linemen up close enough to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
You know, 71, he had no business not being on the line. Right. Just one of those deals.
Yep. That's a killer. That's a bummer. Well, it's 2nd and 16, so I mean it's still manageable for sure. I don't think we'll see Carter Ingalls make that mistake again. Too good of a football player. We're going to see Hemrick's going to come out here, and I'm assuming Wenches is going to be in the Wildcat. Turning back, going back to the old Dolphins days here with all the Wildcat.
Ricky Williams and
Ronnie Brown.
That's right.
Cadillac Williams was a part of that too, as Wenches is going to take it here off to the right side. He'll pick up a few. I think he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, now we have manageable 3rd and 10. I like seeing Trayton get the ball, get on that last pass play, even though it's brought back on a flag. The ability for him to get it, take 2 counts, and throw it, right? Just in rhythm. He was able to be in rhythm, and a lot of that all sounds great as long as you have protection, but he had nice protection by the boys up front. Stepped into a really nice throw, because when he can do that, he throws a really good ball.
And I agree with you 1,000%. He had a great pocket there, and he stepped up and threw a beautiful ball. I mean, it was a dot over 2 defenders in an area where only Mitch Olsen could catch it. See if they can replicate it here on 3rd and 10. High snap. Hemrick's going to roll out here, see if he can square up. He's going to take off and try to split some defenders. He's going to be about 5 yards short.
8-yard line. He'll pick up about 4 on the play. Stopping there by number 5 for the Yankees.
Good decision by Trayton there. Don't make a big mistake.
Don't force
there.
it.
There was nothing there.
100% agree.
Tuck it in. Get what you can.
You know, I applauded Hemrick last year a lot because he made those smart decisions. His decision-making skills were incredible, and we see that again this year as he doesn't try to force anything, picks up a few yards. You
got Slava back, right?
Yep. Or is that?
That's going to be that's a low liner, very returnable. Nice play.
Great job by number 33 for your Watertown Arrows. That's Kessler Swenson again.
Kessler's been great on special teams tonight.
That's a great open field tackle for Swenson.
Yeah, see, it's junior or senior Kessler? Junior out there. He's really done a nice job. I think he maybe had the personal foul there. I didn't see that, but he's made a lot of plays on special teams.
Yeah, no, he looks nice out there.
Low liner for Slava there. That's a very returnable punt.
Arrows defense needs to continue to hold.
This is big possessions.
Yeah, this is a huge possession in this game, and I think when we go back and look at the outcome of this game, we might go back to this possession and say this was the turning point.
It can flip the game a little bit. It's not going to decide the game.
No.
But you can either go in 2 scores up, or now it's a ball game, which it is a ball game. But now it's a 1-score game, right? So it's another nice play by Nelson there. He's really comfortable rolling out of the pocket. I think Nelson's better out than you had said early in the game. That Hordorf wanted to keep him in the pocket for a reason, obviously.
Yeah, I think Yankton's doing a good job of rolling him out, bootlegging him left and right, and changing his delivery point.
Nice play by Briggs there, stepping up on the sweep.
Good job too by number 12 Carson Ness, falling forward there and fighting for a few extra yards. Look at the old Fossum kid here, Brett.
Yeah, Brett.
He's got 4 hot dogs there.
Oh, just going to town with 4 hot dogs.
Smothered in ketchup, big old Diet Coke.
Brett's just that hungry, or if he's sharing.
Well, he's definitely not sharing with us.
Younger brother out there tonight.
Easton's going to roll here to his right. Notice that he's got really nobody behind him. You can see he was peeking behind him and wondering if he could cut that back and go maybe on that back side, and he picks up a few yards.
Easton's got really good feet, and you can tell when he rolls out, he's just got good presence about him, right? He's not in a hurry. He hasn't forced a lot of things. You can play, the things slow down a little bit for him when he's outside the pocket.
Yep, agreed.
He's a nice job keeping his eyes downfield. Nothing was there.
Interesting formation here by Yankton with 3 backs behind Easton, and this time they're going to pitch to
oh boy, nice job
to Evan Sirk.
Sirk hasn't had a lot of room all half. Sirk has not had a lot of room running between the tackles tonight. I know that's a little bit more of a sweep, but it's been tough sledding.
4 minutes left here in the third quarter. 3rd and 4 for the Arrows here.
It's a big play. They
could be 4 down territory here.
Got to put it in the air here a little bit.
Could be 4 down territory here for Yankton too. Oh, we get a false start. Yep, that's gonna be a false start on number 9 for Yankton. It's gonna bring the ball back 5 yards.
Offense number 9, 5-yard penalty.
I do believe that referee there, that could be Tim Steinwatt from Yankton, or excuse me, from Aberdeen.
Well, I know Donut here on our sideline, Eric, would be from Aberdeen area.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that's Tim Steinwatt.
The Yankton coaching staff has just lost hair or either turned more gray here during the first half tonight, just with the penalties.
Yeah. See, maybe we can get a sack here. Yeah, get another flag. This one's coming back.
I don't know if everyone was set.
Yeah, this one's coming back here too.
I've not been a part of a high school game with this many flags. I've been a part of freshman games with this many flags, but that's because I was coaching the team, so it's understandable.
Yeah,
what we got.
I'm pretty. This has got to be on Yankton again.
Yeah.
I think if you're Watertown, you got to push them back another 5 yards, right?
Yeah.
Illegal formation on the offense. That penalty declined.
They're going to decline it. Yeah, because now you're 4th and
9.
4th and 5. 4th and 4. They're going to go for it now. This is kind of interesting. I think Coach rolling the dice there a little bit on it, and now they're going to call timeout, talk it over here, figure out what we're going to do. I believe Yankton called the timeout.
4th and 4, right?
Yeah, 4th and 4.
So I think Watertown declined it, thinking, hey, we're declining as 4th down. They're going to punt, possibly, and Yankton's saying we're going for it. So we'll see now what they come out with, whether or not they truly do come out and go for it here.
Little cat and mouse game there between.
Yeah, I could see either way. I mean, initially I thought, no, you should push them back and make it 3rd and 12 or 3rd and 13, whatever it is. But you're basically a 4th and 4, 4th and a long 5. Looks like they're going to punt it away now.
Yeah, looks like they're coming out with their punt team here now.
They're probably smart. I mean, there's no reason to go crazy here and take too much risk, because there's a lot of time on the clock either way.
Well, yeah, for sure. There's a lot of time on the clock, and the other portion of it is, too, is that Watertown has shown that they haven't been able to sustain a drive.
Yeah, it's been all big plays.
Big chunk plays, which which is great, but maybe Yankton's thinking that they could get the ball back here. And who knows? I mean, we could see a trick play here, too. And we don't. Thankfully, they're going to punt here to Pitkin, and Pitkin's going to let that one go, and it takes a little bit of a Yankton bounce. It's going to go to the 15.
Yep.
So 3 minutes and 17 seconds left in the first half. I think it would be great here on this possession if it was the final possession of the half.
You're just begging for a sustained drive right now, Sam.
I would love to see it.
I would too. I would love it.
To see it.
I would love it. It's something neither team really has been able to provide. All the scores off a fairly big plays.
Yeah, I mean, big chunk plays. 70-yard touchdowns, 68-yard touchdowns. Decker's going to be the lone back in the backfield here as the arrows show 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. Briggs in motion. Little busted play there. Little busted play, but Decker's going to run through a few and pick up a few yards out of it.
Decker on the carry for the Watertown.
It's a good job by the Arrows offensive line and Decker here to pick up a few. I appreciate how Decker sees holes. You know, like he sees them quick, and I feel like he's got good vision.
So Yankton's sitting on 2 timeouts right now, correct, Sam?
Yep, 2 timeouts for Yankton.
Be interesting to see how they utilize them here. If they get a stop short of the first down marker here, you'd expect to see a timeout called.
The board says Yankton's got 3 timeouts
but they just took
left,
that last one.
They just took that one. So, and I think they took that away from Watertown. I think both teams have 2.
Watertown has 1, I believe.
Hemrick's going to find Briggs in this.
Nice play. You're going to probably see a timeout now.
Yeah, it's a good play by Yankton.
I would think. Maybe not yet. Maybe on the next one. Because there's still a lot of time.
Yeah, no 2-minute warning in high school, right?
So in college now we have 2-minute warnings.
When did that happen? Yeah. 2 minute, but they don't call it a 2-minute warning. They call it a 2-minute timeout. No warnings in college.
Dakota Land 2-minute timeout.
It'd be nice if they did that. I think the powers that be would not be upset with that. I think if you're Watertown here, you gotta run this play with about a minute or with about a second left on the clock here.
3rd and 7.
Big 3rd down and 7 here. The Arrows need to convert this to keep Yankton's offense off the field. Emerson shotgun here, looking to pass. He's got time.
We're going to take a shot. We're going to have a hold.
Yep, it's going to come back anyway, so just get rid of it, which he does. Hucks it up almost into the stands.
Yeah, kind of an interesting call there, knowing that if you pass and an incomplete, they don't have to call another timeout. They're still sitting on 2 timeouts, but might all be for naught here.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be on Watertown anyway. I think I'm going to get a hold. Shout out to the Arrow TV crew with the great camera work they're providing us. See what Stein wants.
Offense, number 78. That penalty declined. 4th down.
Holding call is going to be on Big Micah Hawk.
Sam, do you bring a little pressure here on the punt?
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm Yankton,
are we playing for the return here? Well, looks like we're gonna bring it a little bit here.
Yeah, Connor Slaba's back to return, and we've already seen what he could do. Yeah, if I'm Yankton, I'm gonna bring some fire here.
No, they didn't. Oh, 85 didn't get blocked.
See if there's, good bounce there for the Arrows.
Great bounce.
Yeah, and there's our special teams ace of the night.
Yeah, Kessler on it.
Kessler there right away.
He's up for a game ball right now, Sam.
Hey, speaking of game ball, I'm glad you brought that up. So we got something new with Arrow TV this year.
All right.
We got a Dakota Land Player of the Game.
Okay.
So Dakota Land Player of the Game, we're going to give that away at every Arrows home game. It could go to an Arrow, it could go to a visiting team, but the Dakota Land Player of the Game is going to get a free T-shirt.
They get a T-shirt.
They get a T-shirt after every game. So keep that in mind of who's going to be our Dakota Land Player of the Game.
Do we get to vote?
Well, you and I get to do it. We're judge, jury, and executioner.
Okay.
Little screen pass here to.
We easily could have had a hold out there on Slava.
To Cirque.
That's a big gain. That's exactly what Yankton needed to dial up there.
Yep, for sure. Arrows defense needs to tighten up here a little bit and keep these guys out of the end zone.
I think Yankton's fairly comfortable in their hurry-up mode. They've been pretty effective with it if they can eliminate the penalties here.
Gonna scramble out or roll out here to the right.
Great job by Spence. Just missed him. Still nothing there downfield.
Spencer's still down. Might be cramping up a little bit.
Spence shot out of a cannon there, but got him.
Yeah, gosh, I hope it's just a cramp, but it looks like he's in quite a bit of pain. Yeah, and
Yeah, it looks like
Lambert's over there working on him, so I guess
what a good lineman does. What a great job by the secondary there for the Arrows too. I mean, Nelson gets away from Spence and there's just nothing there. You look downfield and there is nothing there.
Yeah, I'm hoping that is just a cramp. It appears to be that way, but people that are much smarter and better looking than you and I are down there working away at it. So let's take this timeout here. We'll take a timeout. Brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union. Brian and I will take a break. Okay, we are back. Wenches was able to walk off the field on his own accord, so hopefully that's just a cramp. It's going to be 2nd and 9 with 1:07 left. Yankton trying to put some points on the board. They go deep to Carson Ness. Carson does a great job of contorting his body to come back to the ball and make the catch. I think that's going to be a pass interference on the Arrows. Number
yeah, it's going to be on Briggsy.
On Nathan Briggs.
Caught it anyway, but what a great matchup we have with Briggs and Ness out there. I mean, those are two guys that...
Pass interference, defense, penalties declined.
Yeah,
first down.
Pass interference there. So play's obviously going to be declined. 59 seconds left in the first half. Clock is ticking, and Yankton is threatening.
Still sitting on 2 timeouts, I believe.
Taking a little bit of time here to snap this. Easton's going to drop back, run right up the middle. Just a big hole opened up there.
Boy, we talked about
it, Sam. He gets in the end zone.
Nice job by Yankton there, a little 2-minute drill.
Yeah, great job. And we saw this for them last week against Huron, where Easton drops back, and then you'll see a hole open up right in the middle of the field. You can see it there. And then he just takes that hole, and then he just outruns everybody.
Yeah, Micah Hall kind of overran that a bit. Where he's engaged, and just there was no one home on the linebackers.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it, and Easton Nelson is a special talent.
Yeah, he's been really good.
Yeah, he really has. He's been fun to watch.
And really, the block, that's a...
All right, that's big.
Yep.
That's big. It keeps it a 7-point game.
Yeah, Big Micah, I think, got his paw on that one. I would say as this game goes on, it's very apparent that both lines of scrimmage on both sides, it's a battle, right? But on the perimeter, it's been fun to watch these guys go out on the perimeter. Ness makes a great play on Briggs there. Earlier, we had Yankton miss out on one, and Pitkin catches it and goes for the distance. But it's just been, there's some very interesting battles both on the perimeter and in the trenches.
I think what we're really seeing here is we're seeing 2 really good football teams, go at it, and what a difference a week makes. When last week the Arrows get blown out 38-7, Yankton beats Huron 60-0, and then now here we are with basically 2 heavyweights in the middle of the ring knocking it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's fun to watch.
And really, both teams are going to go in the locker room, more so with Yankton, but both teams going to go in knowing they had their chances to probably put 2 more scores on the board without penalties. I mean, penalties have hurt both teams, but mainly Yankton.
Yeah, I think if you're Yankton and you're going into the locker room, and let's just say that this score holds and it's 20-13, and you go into the locker room, I mean, you're pretty happy. You're kicking yourself a little bit because you feel like maybe that score could be different. As Briggs takes this short kick here, breaks a tackle, and then gets tackled by a slew of Yankton defenders. 33 seconds left, a timeout, 35-yard line. What are you doing? Are you going to push it a little bit, or are you just going to be content being up by 7?
You're going to be content. You're going to take it in the locker room knowing that you have the ball here out of the half. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah, what I wouldn't mind seeing here is I'd love to see like a draw or a screen, something safe.
Yeah.
See if you can pop one.
Yankton's going to be fine with a 10-yard gain or whatever it is, just keeping things in front of them, I would guess.
Yeah, but see if maybe you can pop one. They're going to go with an I here with Wenches as the lead back and Malik Decker as the back one. And see if they can get some positive yards here and then make a decision. They're going to hand off to Wenches. Wenches is going to come up. Got a block here. See,
nice job by
stay in bounds.
Ness did a nice job of shedding the block. Otherwise, that's maybe another 10-yard gain there.
Looks like the Arrows are going to call a timeout here.
Met by number 12, Carson Ness. First down, Watertown Arrows. First and 10. They're at their own 46-yard line. 17 seconds left to go in the half.
So clock is running now. I was under the impression that that the Arrows called a timeout. Apparently they did not, and the Arrows are going to be content.
Yep.
Taking the 20-13 lead at half. We are going to take a break here, as the football players do. We are going to take a break here, brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union, and then we'll be back in 2 minutes or so. right, Brian, we are back. Arrows take a 20-13 halftime lead. We touched on this a little bit earlier with the new instant replay machine that we bought courtesy of Dakota Land Federal Credit Union and DFS Insurance. And we were able to put together a little bit of highlight package here. And so we put together a little highlight package here. So we'd like to be able to kind of show you what we've got with this instant replay machine and some of the capabilities that we have. So again, this instant replay machine brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union, DFS Insurance. We got some really talented kids in the booth here tonight that put together this highlight package of the first half. So we'll see how this goes, and right away we get with the Decker touchdown. This will be the Wench's touchdown right up the middle on the Wildcat. This is the Yankton touchdown here on the long run here. Is that that was Ness?
Yeah.
No, that was Slava.
That was the Slava.
Yeah, Slava touchdown, and then get a touchdown here that made it.
Draw play at the end of the quarter.
Yeah. The Nelson QB there makes it 20-13. So that kind of gives you an idea of some of the things that Aero TV is doing, and some of the things that Aero TV is doing, and some of the things that we're trying to do. Not only with the funds that the two companies that we talked about earlier are doing, but also with the incredibly talented crew that is behind the scene that you don't see.
Yeah, it always amazes me. Amazes me how good a job these kids do.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, and you know, I've mentioned Ryan Remmer's name on here 1,000 times, and you know, he's kind of the brainchild behind Aero TV. But Ryan's got two twin boys that are incredibly talented, incredibly smart. And forgive me, I know it's Carter and I forget the other boy's name. Ryan, if you're listening, if you could help me, I'd appreciate it. But one of them, they both work for the Jackrabbits in Brookings, I believe, and one of them is going to be controlling the replays tomorrow for the Jackrabbits.
Yeah, well, you had me at Jackrabbits. They must be good kids.
Yeah, I mean, pretty
and talented.
Pretty phenomenal that we've got such talented group at Aero TV here to be able to do things like that. It's pretty neat.
For sure.
And I tell you what, I'm going to warn everybody now that once I get this teleprompter thing figured out, it's going to be bad. I'm going to be drawing stuff all over the place.
John Madden's got nothing on Sam here. That's going to be fun to have you just start. Do we get like a blank screen that you can just draw plays up to, maybe?
Yeah, you know, like
take him to Coach Hodorf.
We can do all
Say,
sorts
Coach.
of stuff. Yeah, no, I'm definitely.
Hey, Coach, we're up in the booth. We kind of thought this might work.
Yeah, what we really like to see you do is bust out the Philly special.
Huh?
Pay a little homage.
Is there another game tonight?
No, we're not talking about it.
No.
All right, so let's go back here. 20-13 here. We're about 3 minutes away from.
Let's recap.
Half.
Let's recap that first half.
Let's do that. You got stats right in front of you. Let's go over some stats.
I do have stats.
Let's go over some stats.
I'm looking for made and miss field goals and defensive field goal percentage and that kind of stuff. So I'm a little off here, but if we're looking at the Arrows on the rushing side of things, overall, Arrows have 87 yards rushing versus the Yankton Bucks 74 yards of rushing. We got Malik Decker leading us with 55 yards on 6 carries. Spencer Wenches 5 carries, 13 yards. Passing wise, both quarterbacks having a nice evening on the passing front. Trayton Himrick, looks like Trayton's 4 of 5 for 95 yards, where East and Nelson all of a sudden looks like 7 of 10 for 161 yards. And they've really, a lot of that's been dictated by down and distance, where they've really had to open up the playbook a little bit, because it's been tough sledding on the running game. For the rushing side of things for Yankton, I know I just said it, but forgot what they're rushing for. They're at 74 yards there in the first half, Arrows at 87. So interesting first half, a half of big plays for both teams, littered with penalties. Totally different game without the penalties.
So appreciate the recap, and you're not wrong. I agree with him. A ton of penalties. We are going to shift focus here a little bit. We're going to play with the instant replay machine here a little bit. So we're going to go back to the second quarter, and we're going to go to the Spencer Wench's Wildcat touchdown here.
So you got your boy Carter in the backfield with him.
Yeah, so you got Carter Ingalls is going to be right here. And that is the guy that I was saying that he gets behind. If it was this one or the next one, so we'll see here. So this is big Carter Williams, and you can see Carter Williams, or excuse me, Carter Ingalls pops up, hits his guy, and then right in the middle of this scrum, Marcus Fossum, you'll see him come out of it right here. He pushes his guy, and then Spencer Wenches does a good job of splitting the defenders and getting in for 6.
And on top of that, it's behind our 6'5", 300-pound Micah Hawk, moving some white jerseys as well.
And somewhere in that mess was right there, big number 78, Micah Hawk. It's just, I mean, first of all, like, that play was great. It's fun to watch. Second of all, this replay machine, we're going to have a lot of fun with this replay machine.
It's kind of been Christmas morning here for Sam, everybody.
It really is. And look at this guy. This guy right here got a great camera view of that guy right there. Pretty great. Pretty great. So let's kind of go over what you were talking about. Well, I really was not paying a whole lot of attention to you.
Yeah, I noticed.
I was playing with my replay machine.
It was noticeable.
So, but let's talk about some of these stats here, and I think we might be able to get some of these stats on screen as we're about 2.5 minutes away from kicking off here the second half. Good shot there of Coach Huth. Coaching up.
Overall, the rushing between the two squads is fairly even. Passing edge goes to Yankton with a few more attempts. Easton Nelson's made a lot of plays on the outside, and we talked about the perimeter guys, both for Watertown and Yankton, both making plays out on the perimeter in the passing game. And I would say overall, neither team has been able to establish the run game.
No.
As much as they would like to. We've had our big plays in Watertown's case. Nelson had the draw up the middle to end the half, but I'd say both teams would like this half to settle in, eliminate some of the mistakes, and establish more of a running game.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Getting caught up here a little bit on comments. Cole Fisher says, great first half of announcing, fellas. Cole, always a good dude. As you see some stats there rolling across the screen. Marcus Picken, 1 catch, 76 yards in the touchdown. Stephanie Popowski, she says, let's go Arrows. It's been a fun game so far. Keep it up. And then Corey Einfeld is just begging for a boom when I'm on the teleprompter. So, paying a little. Maybe we could get a turducken in here a little later.
Yeah, okay. I kind of get what he's saying here. Yeah, we need a little Madnisms there with it.
Malik Decker, 2 carries, 26 yards, and a tutty. Malik's been good, but we're still kind of waiting for that. Who's going to take control over that backfield for the Arrows?
Yeah, I would like to see something sustained there in the running game for the Arrows here in the second half. Start off with the ball, Sam.
Yeah, so the Arrows are going to get the ball, which is good. Wenches looks like still might be kind of fighting that cramp a little bit. 4 carries for a yard and a touchdown. That was a pretty productive yard, though, huh?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, got 8 points out of the deal. 2 carries.
So about 30 seconds away here from the start of the second half. Arrows holding on to a 20-13 lead. If the Arrows can manage to pull this one out, I think this is going to spark them as they move forward throughout the year, because we touched on it earlier that this is a team that they were not able to beat. And if we're looking at scores around the state real fast in AA, T is handling Aberdeen handled Aberdeen 39-7. Brookings is up on Mitchell 14-0. Sturgis Brown up by Douglas 14-0. And then maybe the surprise around the state at the end of the first half, Piers beating Huron 13-6.
Saw that.
So Huron's right there in it.
Huron bouncing back after a tough week 1. Here maybe finding themselves a little bit post the era of having unbelievable quarterback play.
Yep,
and just all-around studs all over the field. I'm sure they still have a lot of really good players.
7-time defending state champions.
Yeah, 7 times.
You're going to be tough to knock off that pedestal.
All right, Arrows start the half returning the ball.
All right, Nathan Briggs back to return for the Arrows with number 43, Randall, back there as well, and number 2, Cole Hansen. So we see who the ball goes to, and it's going to go to Briggs. He'll field it on the dirt. Makes a good cut, makes a guy miss.
Oh.
Uh-oh, we might bust one. Oh, take it down to about the 40. I tell you what, Briggs hit like the L1 and the R1 button there on his controller. That was pretty good.
He made 2 really good cuts early to get that. That was kind of, it was some nice holes there, but he manufactured that himself.
Yeah, there were some beautiful cuts there from Briggs. Nice to have him back. Ball on the 34.
Some good field position to start for the Arrows here.
Look at Micah Hawk as he comes out there. That's just a big kid. I mean, he's different.
It's a big fella.
Yeah, big dude. He's going to wrestle in Brookings too, I believe.
Smart kid.
Hemrick's going to be under center here this time. He's going to hand off to the fullback, who's Spencer Wenches. He's going to pick up a few. I like that play coming out, actually. Like, I don't mind it. I mean, it kind of sets the tone. Like, we're going to run. We're going to kind of pound it a little bit. We're going to sustain a drive.
Yeah, I think that'd definitely be the goal. We would like to hear the head coach for Yankton, his thoughts on the first half. I think we could probably write that speech out for him. It's going to deal with limit the penalties here, sustain a drive, not get behind in the chains. Watertown looking to do the same.
Yeah, and the Arrows are going to come back in the same formation that they had previous play. Hemrick under center, Wenches as the fullback. This time they're going to hand off to, is that Decker or Fossum?
Fossum there.
That's Fossum there. Look at Carter Ingles. Yeah, every time you watch Carter Ingles get up, he's getting up off of somebody because he's on top of them. He's just, Carter Ingles is huge. I ran into him at Runnings over the 4th, and I wasn't sure who it was, and we weren't having much of a conversation, and all of a sudden he says, "Are you going to do Aero TV again this year?" And I had to look up at him. He's just massive.
Yeah, Carter's a great kid, man of few words. Man of few, kind of a gentle giant out there, but it's nice to see a little orneriness out of Carter.
Same formation here, and this time they're going to give it to Wenches, and he's going to fall forward. It's going to be close to a first down. He may have gotten it.
We got a good spot there.
I got to tell you that the I formation and handing off a lead dive to your fullback, there's nothing like really sexy about it. But what you saw there was 3 handoffs and gains of 3, 3, and 4, or 4, 3, and 3, enough to get a first down, and now we're sustaining a drive.
Yeah, it's good to see out of the Arrows here. Obviously, kind of the game plan coming out of the half here for Watertown. See if we can continue here in a little different formation, but
yeah, this time they're going to be in shotgun with the lone back to Hemrick's right, which is going to be Fossum. A play action here. Hemrick's got some time. Looks over, and he's got a guy. It's Briggs. Briggs makes one guy miss. He's going to cut to the middle of the field. Hang on to that ball, young man. A great job there. Good. We call that yak, yards after catch.
Yeah, made a really nice catch and run there. I think Trayton maybe was a little fortunate on this one. He held it a long time. Definitely
great pocket.
Did a nice job bouncing out. I thought he got lucky there by a little bit of a late release, and it looked like Ness either broke for the ball and slipped or just kind of made a bad break on it, and then Briggs did the rest.
Yeah, good pitch and catch there. Briggs does a good job with yards after the catch. Arrows got 2 first downs on this drive. Clock continues to tick, although it's early. Hemrick this time is going to be in the shotgun with Malik Decker behind him. Decker falls down, and Hemrick is just going to go down himself. Busted play.
Yeah, Decker went to make the cut to get the handoff, and before he could receive the handoff, went down. And
yeah, I think
Trayton didn't have a lot of options there other than to eat it.
I think the play was supposed to be one of those counters.
Yeah.
And yeah, Malik just lost his footing and fell down, and Hemrick did the best he could with it. And
trivia, Sam, how many grass fields are left in AA football?
If I had, I'm just going to guess. I don't know this answer. I'll say 1.
think you're wrong. I think Pierce still has. Did they get turf or they still have grass?
They may still have grass. You may be. I think you're right, actually, on that one. Again, smarter and better looking. Emmerich drops back here, and he's going to get swallowed up by a slew of Yankton defenders. Buried right there on the W. Third and forever here for the Arrows as they are moving in the wrong direction.
Drive killer.
Yep.
Drive killer.
Sacks and penalties kill a drive every time.
Yeah, discouraging because we came out able to move the ball with a run. Maybe got a little cute there, going with the pass play. Tough one to swallow for the Arrows.
Jacobson confirms that Pierre does indeed have grass.
Well, if Coach Jake says it, it's true.
That's a fact.
It's a fact.
Yeah, that is a fact. Also factual is the Arrows are at 3rd and 24 here as they're looking to pick up some sort of ground here, and boy, number 73 from Yankton just flew off his block and swallowed him. That's Riker Frang.
Big stop by Yankton here to start the half. It looked like the Arrows,
240 pounds.
Arrows had some momentum there on that drive, and it flipped in a hurry here.
Yeah, that did slow down real fast. 4th and 24. We'll see if maybe Spencer can get into a punt here and pin him back. Pretty good punt there. See if it can get a good Arrows bounce. It does. It does. It's a great Arrows bounce.
Great field position.
Yeah, for sure. Again, good job by the special teams. We don't talk about them a whole lot, but you know that flips the field and all the way down that's a 3, or how far down are they, Brian? I can't see at the 5.
They're down about the 5. Yeah,
about
just
the 5.
Just a 5.5 yard line.
Now, if you're Watertown here, you got to get off the field, right? Like we can't have a score here. No, we kind of want to do
a lot going on in that play.
Yeah, so play action, screen, looking for Carson.
We kind of have the speed sweep, fake, and dive, and then we pitch it out, and just a lot happening there. The timing didn't work out for the Bucks.
Matt Meyer wants me to make sure to say hi to you, so he says hi.
Matt Meyer, infamous Duke fan.
Yep, big old Duke fan. Ness is trying to squeeze one in, or excuse me, Nelson's trying to squeeze one in there to number 0. That's Owen Eisness.
Owen Eisness. A lot of Eisness down there in Yankton. You got the Nesses, you got Eisness, you got the Rikens. It's kind of interesting, different towns in AA.
Sure.
AA sports, there's those names. I'm sure they think the same about Watertown.
I don't know. The Amish have the Yoders and the Millers and great softball players. 3rd and 10 here, and he's going deep, looking for Carson Ness.
Well
great job there by Cole Hansen.
Sam, I'll tell you, Cole Hansen's had a nice night tonight.
So let's talk about it. Cole Hansen has had a great night tonight, and I don't want to get too crazy. There's a lot of game left. We're still almost 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, but I'm forcing you to. Who's in the contention for your player of the game?
Like front runner right now?
Yeah.
I'm going Kessler Swenson right now, my special teamer out there.
Kessler Swenson has been
he's been good because no one else. I mean, Pitkin had the big play. Briggs has had a couple big plays, but we're going to get. Oh, gosh, my guy almost got blocked.
He almost had a block there. Pitkin calls for the fair catch. We may have had a moment right
Tony
there if he got it. Yeah.
Oh, just call me Tony. Call me Tony the rest of the game.
That'd be Nostradamus. That would have been good. That would have been good.
That away, Kessler. Way to get in there. He's been effective.
So I say we put
special teams.
Kessler's definitely in there for sure.
He's in there.
I'm going to throw out a little sleeper here in Nash Berg. Left tackle.
Yeah, let's give some love to the boys up front.
Nash Berg has been great tonight.
Yeah, it's too early. It's too early.
Yeah, a lot can happen, but fun to talk about.
And I think on the Yankton side, I'm going with Easton Nelson. He's been really good.
Yeah, for sure.
He's been really good. Been put in some tough positions. He's been good.
So Arrows are going to have the ball here, single back. Malik Decker going to hand off. He's going to go up the middle on a little bit of a delay.
There we go.
Bounces outside. We got another flag. He's still not down. That kid runs tough.
Wow.
The handoff is to number 30, Malik.
That's not. Is that in the area of holding?
I think it's definitely in the area of holding. It's not looking good for the Arrows.
Yeah, there are.
Let's see what we got.
There is a flag on the play.
Boy.
Yeah, we're going to take it. They're going to take it back.
As a coach, I never felt like any of our guys ever held, but.
The only thing with holding is you could call it a
holding
play.
Offense number 7. 10-yard penalty.
They did get number 7, a Mitch out there.
Yeah. That's the thing with holding, like maybe not so much in high school, but in the NFL you could definitely call it on every play. But
it's hard. It's hard to fault receivers out there trying to block. Mitch taking pride in blocking out there, and the fact that we probably already gained 7-8 yards on that at that point. So it's just hard to swallow those ones. You can't fault the receivers out there blocking, but
I appreciate a receiver out there blocking. I mean, you love to see it. Get rid of it. Yeah, get a little screen here to Wenches, and jeez, just gobbled up immediately by number 23, Lance Payer.
Yeah, nice play. Was it 23 or 22 there? Nice play either way.
Yeah, I thought it was 23 with the tackle.
Yeah. Yeah, made a nice play.
And that was a great play because I think. If Wenches gets out of that tackle, or 23's not there, I mean they had it set up pretty nice.
Yeah, I think Yankton did a nice job of reading that. It kind of didn't set up the way you want a screenplay to set up. I like the play call. It just
I love the play call on a first and 16.
You got to luck out a little bit on those and catch them blitzing at the right time. And
yeah, on a 1st and 16, you hit a little screen and maybe you pop a few yards. What do we got? A timeout here? Did you see a timeout anywhere, Brian?
I did not, but we also missed 2 extra points early. But honestly, this is just shaping up to be a classic Friday battle here at the Watertown Stadium, because this is there's a lot of history between these two teams.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
AA ESD football, and it's different now. I would say kind of the old ESD with the normal ESD schools that you would think of when you think of ESD football. Yankton and Watertown both had their share of success. And for not to offend anyone else in the football realm or with other schools, but they ran the ESD on the football side of things for a lot of years.
Sure.
And Yankton and Coach Hawk, Coach Austin, Coach Schooley, there was a long stretch where it's either Watertown or Yankton, so there has been some battles both down in Yankton and up in Watertown, and too many to talk about in this game, but it's just fun to watch these two teams battle it out in a competitive game here.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I mean, both teams are good, but both teams are also, as they get a reverse here this time to Briggs, and he's going to be tripped up in the backfield.
I think we were lucky that we didn't get a legal procedure there or legal motion there.
I think I'd rather have the legal motion and get the down back.
Tripped up by number 5. In the backfield, Matthew Sheldon.
So that, and again, like we talked, I mean, you mentioned it earlier that Yankton was playing behind the sticks a lot. The Arrows are doing the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you feel like there's been a momentum shift, Sam. There's been a little bit of a momentum shift. You can see the confidence growing with the Yankton players.
Yeah, and if you're Castle, what do you dial up on 3rd and 27?
Yeah, we're probably maybe look at a little draw play here. Don't get crazy with anything.
Maybe
then again, go deep, and if it's a pick, it's like a punt.
Yeah, heave it up on a 50-50 ball, and yeah, just throw it. There you go. It throws deep.
It's incomplete.
Maybe get a flag there. There you go. Get a flag. So now, talk to me about high school football. In the NFL, that's a spot foul. Here, it's 15, but it's not an automatic first down, right?
That's a great question.
I don't believe it to be an automatic first down. I believe it to be a 15-yard penalty.
That would be my first inclination, is that it's not an automatic first down, but that probably means I'm wrong.
I believe it to be a 15-yard penalty, and it's not an automatic first down.
I was under the impression I wouldn't have hard questions tonight. You?
Well, if it is indeed a 15-yard penalty, it's going to be 3rd and 12.
Yeah. Pass interference, defense 22, 15-yard penalty, replay 3rd down.
Yeah. So that's indeed what it is. It's 15-yard penalty. It's not a first down, so it will bring up a 3rd and 12. And that's a great call by Castle. Heave it deep.
Yeah.
See what happens.
If it's a pick, it's a punt. It's a punt.
Yep.
So now we're manageable.
Yeah, 3rd and 12. I mean, it's definitely manageable. Hemrick's got a little
Mitch
bit of time. Steps up into the pocket, fires a dart.
Got another flag, Sam.
No more flags.
I feel guilty saying
no more flags. That was to Mitch Olson for a first down.
Mitch did a great job of coming
another holding. Like, come on, is it blatant? What am I not seeing on every single play?
Brody Thurman
Yeah, Mitch made that was a great pass and a great move back to the ball. I think we might have Mitch on the ground with cramps over there.
God, I don't know, man. Like
the replays, we're not seeing the beginning of them. Sometimes I didn't see the hold there, but I didn't see the start of it either. So
no, I didn't see the hold either. I mean, we got to be approaching some sort of state record for
offense,
flags thrown.
10-yard penalty. Yeah. Replay 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't think that's a record we want to hold.
You know, and not just from Watertown either. You know, like on both sides. It seems like on every play something cool happens. Foul, flag.
So now we're back in 3rd and long here, Sam.
Yeah, you know, now we go from 3rd and it's a 1st down, and now it's 3rd and 21.
Looks like Mitch Olson had a little cramp issue over there. It looked like.
Yeah.
Good news is he's walking off.
You know, one thing that I do appreciate about Hodorf, too, is that, you know, when these guys are down, you know, he's there every time. Every time.
Yeah.
He goes out there and walks his player off every single time.
Well, there's no question these coaches, they care for these kids and spend a lot of time with them, and those are their guys out there.
All right, split backs here on 3rd and 21. Hemrick's going to drop back, throws it out to Briggs here.
Nice
Briggs
catch.
makes a good one-handed catch, makes a guy miss, stays on his feet and just wrestling for yards. Physical catch and a physical run there by Briggs.
Sam, I'll be honest. Briggs is a football player.
Yeah,
watch this catch on the replay. Watch the catch, and then the first guy typically doesn't bring him down.
Nope.
He's not the biggest guy in the field, but it usually takes an army. Just a tough football player. It's good to see him back healthy this year.
Yeah, it really is good to see him healthy. He's a fun football player to watch. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 10 from the 36.
Coach Hodorf says we're on the 34 here. Let's go for it.
Hodorf
4-down territory.
Just going to roll the dice a little bit here and go.
I don't hate it. Your defense is playing well.
Big spot in the game here is Hemrick's in the shotgun with Malik Decker to the right of him. Going to play action.
Oh, he's got Spence.
Hemrick's got deep, and he overthrew. No,
did he get it?
Oh. No, did he get it? Oh, I think you're going to incomplete.
What an effort.
I thought he overthrew him right away, and now Pitkin's cramping too.
Yeah, this is an issue. What a throw by Trayton Hemrick, and what an effort by Pitkin.
The acceleration from Pitkin at the end here, as you see the replay brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union, he accelerates there.
Oh, and I think maybe the ground kicks it out of his hands because it looked like he came down with it.
Oh, man, that's such a good ball and such a great effort by Pitkin. You can see him accelerate right at the end there.
Yep, great effort. We had a little, our slot receivers in a little 2x2 set, Sam. We have our slot receivers cross, and again, easy for me to see up here in the booth. Spence crosses and no one goes with him, just no one with him. Again, Trayton's the one with 5 linemen chasing him and is looking deep there. But a nice play design there by Coach Castle. We had some options.
Can we see that? I wonder if our Aero TV crew can bring that replay up one more time, because I'd love to see what you're talking about with Wenches being open there.
Yeah, it's kind of like almost a rub route type thing, but just a crosser. And so you have 2 guys crossing, and one of the situations, I think both linebackers or safety goes with one guy, and Spence is left wide open. But again, just being able to see that. Trayton's running for his life and made a really nice play downfield, almost got a touchdown out of it.
Nice to see Marcus get up and walk off on his own accord. And again, there's Hodorf.
Yeah, Coach getting his workout. He's getting out there. At this point, we're worried about Hodorf cramping up.
Yeah, that's incredible.
He went a little bold going with the long pants tonight. I thought shorts was the play, but
you know what? I don't disagree.
Maybe ask him that on the post game. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Him and Coach Tracy.
You know, I'm not sure how much of a post game we're gonna have tonight, Brian.
Okay. All right. That's right. Yep.
We'll see.
That's right.
We'll see how it goes here. 1st and 10. Oh, that ball is knocked down as he threw it.
Nelson's pass intended for.
I'm not sure who hit him there.
Number 2, Connor Slava, defending on the play.
Regardless, pass is incomplete. 4.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter here.
Number 7 also was in the area, Mitch Olson.
2nd and 10 for Yankton.
2nd down and 10.
Yankton going deep on the first play of the drive. Run right up the middle here to the bigger back, and he's swallowed up immediately by a slew of arrows.
Yeah, Micah Hawk there first. I just feel like Shelton just hasn't been able to get anything going between the tackles. Yeah, just tough sledding for him there. It's almost like Yankton here now has changed the mindset. Maybe going pass first and setting things up, setting the run up with the pass instead of vice versa. I mean, they're just seeing what's been available to them. Their best offense is Nelson making plays.
Yeah, I don't disagree on 3rd and 10 here as he drops back, and he is looking to pass before he runs, and we're going to get another hold. So might as well throw a pick here at this point. No, we're gonna have it incomplete. So it's gonna be a holding on Yankton. Watertown's gonna decline it. It's gonna be 4th and 10.
I'll be honest.
Rinse and repeat.
At some point, though, either the players need to adjust or the referees are calling this game differently than what the players are used to. And I know it's early.
Offense number 52. That penalty declined.
But
4th down.
You know what I mean?
Respectfully, it's not like super early. You know, like
they've had an extra week of practice this year. They both have a game under their belt, but it's one or the other. And I'm not putting it on one or the other, but either the kids need to adjust here.
That's fair.
Or the referees are calling this game a little differently than what the kids are used to.
Yeah, and
this is absurd.
I think it's a really good point. I mean, it's just like adjusting to an umpire strike zone. You know,
Fossum almost got in there on that one.
Seems to be taking pretty good bounces for the arrows. Okay, so back to your point there. I think you make a good point, like that either the kids need to adjust to the referees or the referees need to just take the flags and put it back in your pocket. And I don't think we'll know which one is going to happen until we watch the tape.
Yeah.
But what we can both agree on is that there is laundry all over the field, which appears to be on pretty much every single play. Like, keep in mind that these are high school kids that are, playing the game. Like,
at this point, we have the state record in hand. We're now going for the national record.
Yeah, and shortly after that, the world record.
Possibly.
American football is played world round these days. All right, so the Arrows are going to take over. 3.5 minutes left, and they're going to hand off. And again, there's another flag. A flag thrown right away, right after the snap, which means it's going to be on the Arrows.
36, 37-yard line.
Legal formation.
Oh, boy.
I'm guessing.
Flag on the play.
Weird. Another
apparently you and I talking about it isn't helping things.
I blame you.
Yeah, maybe now we're to blame here.
Illegal formation offense, 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
Multiple holds tonight and multiple illegal formation tonight.
Play 1st down again.
I don't know, it's a lot.
Before.
It's a lot for me, man.
But we're glass half full guys. We're going to keep it positive, and the rest of the game's going to be pretty clean.
Yeah, agreed. I don't think I'm going to be accepting my Academy Award anytime soon.
I just don't remember so many drives being behind the chains, 1st and long, 2nd and long, 3rd and long.
Back to the I formation here for the Arrows, and a little sweet play here, this time to Fossum, who's going to go to the right, cut back up. Get tackled by a slew of Yankton Bucks.
Number 25, Marcus Fossum.
A loss of few on that one.
Near the backfield, so we're going to lose yardage on the play.
Love to see Foss get going a little bit. He just hasn't had a lot of opportunity. He just, when he's got some touches, just hasn't had a lot of room. Like I said earlier, he's a violent runner. He's got good speed. He's a big, strong kid. Just haven't been able to get him in position to do anything.
2nd and 17 here after the penalty and loss of 2 on the Fossum run. Looks like Himrich's going to be in shotgun this time with split backs. He's going to have Wenches to his right and Malik Decker to his left. And they're going to drop back and pass. Got that nice little out route to Briggs again, and this time Carson Ness takes him down right away.
Nice pitch and catch, puts us in a
positive yards, 3rd and manageable. Back to the original line of scrimmage. This time we've got a Yankton Buck down, looks like. Maybe he's cramping up. Do we have any pickle juice?
Yeah, right. So fun fact for you, the trainer running out, Trevor, long-time Yankton trainer.
Okay.
And
at first I thought his last name was Longtime.
Well, no.
Trevor Longtime.
No, Trevor. No, I don't believe so. No, but absolutely great guy, namely because graduated from SDSU.
Okay, all right.
Around the same time that when it was my stomping grounds there. Great guy. Great trainer. Great trainer, better guy. I think is how I should have said that.
Yeah, great trainer on the field, better person off.
Yeah. Good to see Ness up, walking off. Looks like another cramp situation.
Yeah, we need.
So what do we do to prevent this? What is there? That's always the question here. Watertown has struggled with cramping a lot over the years. We have.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
and I'm just other teams have as well. But early in the season,
do we need to tell the kids, like get some bananas in you before the game?
That's above my pay grade, but
pickle juice is a thing. Pickle juice definitely helps with cramps.
And I don't know, there's probably a lot more that goes into it and science and whatnot, but it just seems like it's been a problem for the Arrows here over the years, early in the season, but probably just because we watch Arrow games. Maybe it's the same for everyone.
I think the Arrows might be onto something here with these little outs to Briggs. I mean, picking up good chunks and getting Briggs into space and letting him work. Oh, no. Okay.
Gonna blow it dead, fortunately for us. We can't blame the refs on that one.
So now you get a false start.
Yeah, we had 3 guys jump early there.
And the ball gets snapped, and fortunately there's a flag.
False start.
That's a break for the Arrows.
5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So the 3rd and 9 turns into a 3rd and 14 awfully quick.
So the silver lining on this drive, Sam, is we're chewing up some clock. We're going backwards, but we are chewing up some clock here.
2.5 minutes left in the 3rd as the Arrows are going in the wrong direction, clinging on to a 20-13 lead. Hemrick's got split backs. He's going to drop back and pass. And then comes over here to Mitch and throws an incomplete pass well out of bounds.
Should be seeing the punt team on the field.
Yep, punt team will come out and see if Wenches can get into one, get an Arrows bounce.
So here's a thought, Sam. As this 3rd quarter has gone on, I would have said early in the 3rd quarter that this game that we were going to see multiple scores in the 2nd half. I have now changed my thought that this game would not shock me if this game ends up 20-13. Just the way the game's going. I have not seen either team without a big play sustain a drive.
Great punt by Wenches. Pretty gosh darn good return there by number 2, which is Slava. So a comment comes in. Phone up, I believe is how you pronounce it. He makes a pretty good point on the cramping that I think needs to be discussed. He says the cramping might be due to the fact that they play the same players all game on both sides of the ball instead of rotating. So, I mean, the guys that are cramping are the guys that are playing both sides.
Yeah. There's some validity to that.
Yeah, there definitely is.
Yep, absolutely.
So, Yankton's going to go split backs here. Going to go deep to the sideline.
Well covered.
No flags.
Good job by Marcus. Didn't bite on the out.
Yep.
Little wheel route out there, it looked like. Yeah, and I'm sure, and that's what you run into at the AA level, Sam, is where you don't have the luxury of a Sioux Falls Jefferson where we play them and they're playing 44 guys.
How many guys do they have on
that sideline? And almost no one goes both ways. I mean, not very many do. Where at the AA level, you're going to have more two-way players, and that's just the way it is.
Yankton looking here to pass more on this. Is that Slava again?
Slava again. He's really settled in on Slava.
Slava's getting a lot of touches right now. And, like we talk about player of the game, the Dakota Land player of the game, like he's got to be in contention there.
Yeah, Slava here. He's racking up some numbers here. Let me take a look on the receiving.
He's got quite a few touches. 3rd and 6 here. 2 minutes left in the 3rd.
We have him for 5 catches for 96 yards. I think he's got all of that.
Yeah, and he's got some touches on the ground here, too.
Along with a special teams play.
Great tackle there by Pitkin. I believe that's going to be short of the 1st down. That was completed to number 9, Talon Kenny.
Decision time for Yankton.
Yeah, I think if you're Yankton, you got to go. You got to go for it. Garrett Priest says, Coach Priest, watching from Florida, on the bus on our way home from a win.
Nice.
Congratulations, Coach. I miss you up here.
I envision Garrett on the beach somewhere on a lawn chair listening and watching this game. I don't think he got there. I don't think he got it.
I think he
didn't get it.
I think he did.
He didn't get her.
Is he short?
He's short. Big stop.
Are they going to measure? No, they're not even going to measure. Great stand by the Watertown defense to hold Yankton short there. That's Matthew Sheldon. I mean, we've said his name a lot. 6'1", 230 pounds, and he comes up short.
Yeah, kind of surprised that with Sheldon, they just haven't had a lot of success tonight with him, but they ran him outside a little bit more, and he had it. He had just lost his footing a little bit, Sam.
Pre says he'll take care of that lawn chair on the beach for you tomorrow.
We all have a visual.
Yeah, for sure.
Priest.
We miss you, Coach. You're doing a great job. Appreciate all you did for Watertown. Enjoy Florida in the sunny weather, and good luck with your football season, sir. This time we're going to hand off here to Malik. He's going to cut one outside a little bit. A lot of running just to get back to the line, or a little short.
Back to the line of scrimmage or a loss of a yard.
That's been a nice play for Watertown. That exact play. It's been a very effective. Probably the same play going the other way that we scored on with Malik.
Yep, absolutely.
Gain of 1 on the play. It'll be second down and 9. The ball is right at the
44-yard line, 2nd and 10. I think the Arrows might be content to run one more play here and go into the 4th quarter, hold up 4 fingers, and see if they can put together something here in the 4th quarter. You think they pass here? Yep. Safe pass out to Pickett on a screen. He's got to make 2 guys miss, and he does. Pickens having a nice little game as he takes it on the other side of the 50.
Yeah, it really is.
I believe this should take us to the 3rd quarter.
50-yard line.
Yep, should.
Or excuse me, to the 4th quarter. It should end the 3rd quarter here.
Making a tackle for the Yankton.
Not sure why the clock has stopped with 22 seconds left. But we got a guy down.
Oh, yep.
Is that Micah? Nope. Who's that down? Is that Lambert cramping over there? And again, I don't mean to be unoriginal Charlie here calling it out, but I do have a lot of respect for Hodorf coming out and checking on his players every time.
Yeah, well, who's checking on Coach Hodorf? I mean, one, will he cramp up, and how winded is he when he gets back to the sideline?
If Hodorf goes down when he comes back, I know we're supposed to be professional up here, but that might make me laugh to the point that you did that you did last year during basketball.
Yeah, we don't need another episode of that going on. Uncontrollable laughter, but we have fun up here.
Well, 22 seconds left.
We had the legendary Marv Sherrill that used to run out to all injured players. They're wearing a Watertown or an opposing team's uniform.
Longtime wrestling coach, Arrow legend.
Yeah, Marv would usually be our kind of at times de facto trainer back in the day. Sometimes a little tough love out there when you're.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
And did a great job, absolutely all positive. But sometimes maybe some tough love.
Yeah, maybe grab some grass and
something along the lines of get up. Yeah. Get up, you're okay. Maybe it was the first train of thought.
Yeah, I can feel like your legs a long way from your heart.
Yeah, something like that.
Are you hurt or are you injured?
I think he's used that line many a times.
Are you hurt or are you injured?
Well, the funny thing is, Marv was he was a de facto assistant coach for a lot of years in the 90s on the end of the bench. That he was just head wrestling coach, but for some reason during basketball games was on the end of the bench. So, I mean, it didn't matter the sporting event. He was there.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And so I don't know if I think he was technically, back then, we didn't really have trainers. Yeah. And so he kind of was self-appointed trainer and at times referee on the end of the bench and assistant coach.
Of course, yeah.
Kind of filled a lot of duties there.
Yeah, Lambert tried to get up there and took a few steps and came back down. And trainer's really working on that calf and right underneath his knee. Maybe we'll take this opportunity to take a 60-second commercial brought to you by Dakota Land Federal Credit Union. Brian and I will get some water. We'll be back. All right. And Lambert is walking out on his own accord. And I do want to take this opportunity here, if we can give some shout outs to our Aero TV crew real fast. Our engineer is Austin Thompson, class of 2015. Replay is Parker Remmers. And then technical director is Carter Remmers, both class of 2023. And they're working the SDSU game tomorrow for Midco Sports. Super talented kids. Stats and graphics by Conrad Pickin, class of 2028. That's Marcus's brother, doing a great job on the stats. Appreciate him. And then on the cameras, Carter Miller, who is class of 2023, and Carter's great. Been with us for a long time. He's on the high 50 cam. And then these closer shots are Austin Wellinet's class of 2025. He's been with us for a while too. And then on the sideline is John Gilbert, class of 2025. So a lot of awfully talented folks making guys like you and me look and sound a lot better than.
A little gamesmanship by the Aero coaching staff there. The refs, after the injury, told the clock to wind, and it was at 22 seconds, so they won the clock. So I think they kind of sent Yankton over to the sideline, while Watertown offense, in quick fashion, took the field as they were going to try to run a play, and the Yankton guys turned around and sprinted back because they thought they were good. And the referees put a stop to, like, no, fellas.
Well, and now we got a Yankton guy down.
Yeah, he probably cramped up, hustling back out on the field, but it was kind of comical. I think the coaches over here halfway complained, but they knew what the deal was there.
Sure.
Nice try, fellas.
Well, 3rd and 5 for the Arrows, and the guy that was down for Yankton is number 5, Matthew Sheldon, and he seems to be up.
You know, it looked like Lambert. Was it Lambert that was down?
Yeah, Lambert was down for us.
Walked off, but still gingerly. Sometimes it cramps up, and it doesn't go away very quickly. So it's no small deal at times.
I tell you what, for those of you that have never had a cramp, it's not good. As Hemrick rolls out here to his right, he's got Briggs. Briggs is all hands on that catch. Completes it for a first down, and Briggs is excited.
As he should be. What a great throw.
That was right around in the same area that Briggs went down last year. So great pitch and catch. Briggs catches that with all hands, and now we got a guy down for Yankton, and this time I'm not sure if that one's a cramp here. We'll see if we can see what happened on the replays. You see Briggs there with a great catch, and maybe he got kicked as he was coming down with the tackle. Maybe he got kicked. Hopefully the Yankton kid's okay. And then even there, Hodorf goes over and checks on him. Is there a humanitarian award for a coach?
Yeah, he's in the running for it. Yeah. You can see the replay here. Trayton gets out in the pocket. This has been the most success he's had tonight.
Good job by Trayton, or excuse me, by Carter Ingalls getting just enough there to allow Trayton to bust out.
Just a little kind of a post flag route there on the rollout. You know, Trayton, the accuracy on the run tonight has been really good. He's throwing some really good balls and a lot for completions here.
Yeah, Trayton, I mean, Trayton's got how many?
He's up to 134 yards passing.
So he's got the interception, 2, 3, 4.
8 of 13.
8 of 12.
13, 8 of 12 for 134 yards.
Yeah, minus the interception. I mean, he's put together a couple of those completions were for negative yards, but.
And again, big play.
Yeah. You know, well, we've got some time to fill here for anybody that's watching and or listening. We definitely could use some more crew and some more kids on Aero TV to do a litany of different things. It is a paid gig, thanks to Dakota Land and DFS. You know, you will get a couple bucks in your pocket. So any kid that's out there interested in coming and doing some cool things with Aero TV, go see Craig Boyens, and he'll get you squared away.
Pretty cool experience what they get to, the technology they get to work with. It's very interesting.
Yeah, you know, the Remmers kids, they did Aero TV a couple of years ago, and then now 2 years later, you know, they're working for Midco Sports.
They're a hot commodity.
Yeah, doing the Jackrabbits game. And last time I checked, the Jacks are a pretty decent football team.
They're not a bad program right now.
Two-time defending national champion.
Big game tomorrow night. Our incarnate word coming to town. Pretty excited about that. That's a negative.
That's, yeah.
Big negative Ghost Rider.
Negative.
Negative Ghost Rider.
All right, so Speaking of high school football, let's get back to it here as Himrick is going to hand off this time to Fossum. Fossum's got a good hole on the left side there. He's going to end up in the dirt. Fossum's mom's not going to love washing that jersey after that. Speaking of Fossum's, we have the Fossum family here right here in front of us. Brett with his young family.
Finally polished off the 4 hot dogs.
I did notice that those 4 hot dogs are gone. Miraculously, we didn't end up with any of them up here, but such is our life. Anybody listening wants to deliver a couple hot dogs, I don't think we'd say no.
2nd and 4, pretty imperative drive here.
Yep, we're going to be in I formation with Wenches up front. This has been a fullback dive, and that's exactly what it is here, and I love it. It's just a scrum right in the middle there just to pick up a couple.
You get excited about the I formation. I love it.
You know what? I like the I formation. I like the fullback dive with the fullback. You know, like, you remember the Mike Allstott days?
Yeah.
You know, in the Christian Okoye days when the fullback was a thing?
Yeah, that's a stretch with Okoye, but Mike Allstott, yes, absolutely.
Okoye could have been like a fullback, but he's a big dude.
Yeah, large dude, yeah.
Yeah,
biggest shoulder pads ever.
Yeah,
well.
Of course. Had the big old neck brace. Like, you're not running a lot of sweeps with him. It's a lot of dives. And speaking of this formation, look who's on the right there.
Micah in the backfield. Wildcat.
Wildcat here again, and you got Micah in the backfield along with Fossum. And then this is just going to go right up, a little rugby dive, and going to fall forward for a bunch more yards.
It's going to be close.
That should be enough for an Arrows first down. Where are they at on the field here? Are we in goal line territory now?
We're at the 7-yard line, it looks like.
On the 7? Okay, so this is going to be 1st and goal then, right?
I thought they gave the signal.
Yeah, the white hat's saying is pointing first down, I thought.
Yeah, yep, 1st and goal.
Yeah. So the Arrows are going to have it 1st and 7. Now, and to your point, Brian, imperative that the Arrows get in the end zone here.
Well, we had a big shot downfield, got a completion, and now, you're in scoring position here. We got to get some points out of it. So I feel like the way this game has gone now, a touchdown here.
Yeah, and you know what? And if this is me, and it's definitely not, I run the ball.
Oh, we got Mitch open.
Got Mitch here. He's going to go over the middle and go to Briggs in the back of the end zone, and that's why I'm up here and they're down there.
Yeah, we opted for the more difficult play there and made a phenomenal play.
Wow.
I mean, Mitch is walking out in the flat.
Time out. Don't get excited.
Oh, no.
There's another flag on the play.
Oh, no.
There is a flag on the play. This
doesn't look good for purple.
This is not a replay of the other 19 flags.
Looks like they're backing us up here.
Touchdown going to stand. Is it after the touchdown, excessive celebration?
Yeah, it looks like maybe it is something like that.
After the touchdown, unsportsmanlike conduct, offense number 3. 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
I think if we could see the replay after the kickoff here, did he spike it? Briggs may have spiked it, which is a no-no in high school sports. High school football.
Made a fantastic play on the ball.
Yeah, let the kid be happy.
Let's see.
Hey, there's the PAT is good off the crossbar. Okay, so there he goes up, gets a great ball. He's super happy about it.
Oh yeah.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
So right at the end there, he spikes it about 4 inches from his foot.
Yeah.
15 yards.
Yeah, that's one of those deals. The coaches, grab him, talk to him a little bit about something. Hey, we just made a great play. Love the excitement here, but celebrate with your teammates. And let's be honest, he didn't do anything too terrible here.
No.
If you're following the rules,
I would go as far as saying that the ball slipped out of his hand. So there he celebrates. Whoops! I mean, it is humid out there.
Sam, it was an egregious spike. Egregious spike.
All I'm saying is
tonight,
that
if it's in question, we're going to throw the flag.
It may have slipped out of his hands.
It's a big score for the Arrows, though.
How many times when you were coaching did like a clipboard or something like the wind pick up and just flew right out of your hands?
I don't recollect that happening at all ever.
Yeah, no. So I mean, but it happens. It happens.
Allegedly. But that's a big score. Big score for Watertown there.
Yeah, 27-13 with just under 10 minutes to go left in the game. Arrows did a good job. Pound it, and then button hook everybody. with a fake screen and hit Briggs in the back of the end zone. And we both thought he was going to Mitch.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go to Mitch there. It seemed like a little easy pitch and catch, but I opted to go to Briggsy, and he made a nice play on it. So now limit the big plays here with Yankton. I just don't think they've proven all night that they're able to sustain a drive or multiple drives here.
Right. And I think if you're Watertown, when you get the ball on offense, at this point you got a 2-possession lead, you got a 14-point lead. You know, you can run that eye.
Great kick.
There. Yep,
Pin him to a side there.
Good job of breaking down there by number 31, whoever that is. Got to get him there. 41 comes back up. That's a good return from Yankton to get the ball almost at midfield there. Now, if you're Watertown, when you get back on offense here, I think you're onto something with that eye. You know, pounding the ball 2-3 yards at a time. 9.5 minutes left here. Arrows are holding on to a 14-point lead against the defending number 2 team in the state. Hanging on here. Let's see if they can hold on. It's going to be an exciting finish. Good job by the Arrows, swarming
really nice
right
job
away.
By Cole again.
And then you get another flag. Why? I saw all of that. What? I'm getting, admittingly, I'm getting a little frustrated here. That happened right in front of us. What is the flag on?
I don't know. I got to see the replay. I was watching kind of our defense. I was trying to give Cole Hansen credit for not fighting on a stop and go.
Face mask, defense number 25, 15-yard penalty.
I don't believe it.
First down.
Like, obviously he's got a better angle than me. He's right in front of it, but like he threw that flag after the players were down.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't see the face mask.
I was looking right at it. But maybe the flag was because the Arrow defender looked at his face mask. I don't know.
In high school,
fumble.
In high school, the face mask is going to be 15 yards regardless, right? There is
there's no 5-yard variety.
Yeah.
It's
what gets lost in the face mask gate there is Cole Hansen out here not biting on the stop and go route out there on the sideline. Did a nice job staying on top of things.
Bring up 2nd and 10 here, and Yankton's going to drop back to pass. Going over the middle there for Carson Ness, and that falls incomplete. The legendary Justin Hansen chimes in, says, "Great job calling the game tonight, gentlemen. Been listening on the road and appreciate Arrow TV." Well, we appreciate you, Justin Hansen.
Absolutely.
Another handsome gentleman with great hair.
Justin Hansen?
Yeah, great hair.
Watertown fella?
Yep. Yankton getting a player off the field here. 8.5 minutes left on 3rd and 10. Get a false start.
Well, if it is, Micah
get a false start.
And if it, to me, that's a tough one because he jumped. Did he cause the false start? And
I'd have to see the replay there. Like, I mean,
if he didn't,
did he get the neutral zone?
Offense number 78.
I thought there was something to the effect of they could draw the offense, but. Yeah, 5 yards and off we go again.
3rd and 15.
It's a big difference between 3rd and 10 and 3rd and 15.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. 3rd and 10 is hard enough to pick up as it is and tack on another 5. Splits to the, trips to the right. Nelson's going to drop back. He's got some time. Wow, what a play by Micah Hawk to drag him down from behind. Fortunate that it wasn't a horse collar because it looked like some jersey got ripped down. He could definitely pull the jersey. He just can't get under the shoulder pads.
It was pretty evident he had jersey and not the shoulder pads. He just got in the big paw, and you're not getting away from that. Good effort by Micah, too, though.
Yeah.
Laying out.
Yeah.
Good effort by the big fella.
That is, some wrestling background there. Diving on him there.
Coach Welch, he'll be coaching him up this winter.
Yep, he's happy to see that. 4th and 15, great play by Micah there to save a bunch of yards. Nelson's going to be in the shotgun with one back to his left. Drops back, got some time, rolls out to his right, begging for a holding. It's not going to come. Is that incomplete?
No catch. Made a really nice play on the ball.
Out of bounds, right?
Yeah, Slava caught it, but it was out of bounds.
Arrow's sideline was begging for a hold, and not that they needed it. 1st and 10.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Watertown Arrows.
Yeah, I think they're looking for a hold on 66 there, but
41-yard line.
Another big stop.
Yeah, good job by the Arrows. 7.5 minutes here. Let's see if you can take 3 minutes off.
Getting off the field.
See if you can take 3 minutes off. So Brandon says dedicated commentary. Yeah, appreciate that, Brandon. We're going to leave that one. We'll leave it. Nothing. Moving right along. 7.5 minutes left. Arrows holding on to a 14-point lead. Single back here. I think you should, and we're going to do, I like that little draw, that delayed draw.
Your little counter play there.
Yep.
Hang on to him, Malik.
Look at Decker. Look at Decker go. Room. Look at Decker go. Look at Malik Decker. What in a flag on the tail end of it. That flag came 30 yards behind the play.
Super
30.
Late. Super late. Yeah.
30 yards behind the play.
I specifically started watching for hold just because plays like those typically draw.
It's not necessary.
Offense number 86, 10-yard penalty, replay first down.
He threw that flag 30 yards behind the play.
Yeah, that one seemed to be just for fun.
And I think we have another one. I think that the back judge or the sideline judge there just threw one.
Well, he felt left out a little bit. He had to throw one out there, I guess. Not sure if there's multiple flags or just the one. If there's multiple, it's because somebody probably said something on the way back to the huddle, is my guess.
But he's on the Yankton sideline. I can't imagine Yankton being too upset about that.
No, I think the Watertown kid's coming back, although it looks like maybe you're right.
After the play is over, unsportsmanlike conduct, Yankton assistant coach, 15-yard penalty, first down.
That's kind of interesting because the call is...
Yeah, like, what is happening?
Wow. Well, I do not know what was said, but I think the flags have been a little excessive tonight. We'll just leave it at that. Now it's time to close the game, Sam.
Yeah,
you have the ball. It's first and 10, and time to run some clock.
Yeah, we need a lot. Yeah, and
back to the Wildcat.
Wentz just hangs on to that one, falls forward for about 5 yards. And listen, I completely agree. Smash mouth football here. Hand off, hand off, hand off.
I feel like we've established the line of scrimmage here in the fourth quarter a little bit, right, with our last drive, and now it just feels like we not only have the momentum, but just physically right now could maybe wear them down a little bit.
Well, and obviously the Yankton coaches are frustrated.
Yeah.
You know, because that penalty was on the Arrows. You know, and then afterwards there's unsportsmanlike conduct on one of the assistant coaches, and I'm sure it's a frustration penalty. I'm sure that's all that was.
Yeah. Yep.
And now we got another flag.
And we did. We had movement there, 86. We had movement here on the end of the line.
That's on us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be on Hunter Peterson.
False start, offense number 86.
Yep.
5-yard penalty.
6'3", 245-pound sophomore tight end. That's a big kid.
At this point, I'm still mulling over our player of the game, Sam. I don't have a clear-cut player of the game. Maybe get some requests out there and all of our friendly listeners.
I do like that. Angie Hansen says, nice job calling the game, boys. Sure enjoying watching from home. Thanks to Dakota Land DFS and Aero TV. Appreciate that, Angie. Yeah, so Brian has a good point there. Let's hear your votes for the Dakota Land player of the game. Who do you got?
I think I do have mine in mind. I'm not going to voice that right now, but I do have one in mind. Also, do you pre-read those before you read them on air? Like, because it can start off complimentary and turn in a hurry.
Yeah, you know, I Thunderdome it.
Careful, yeah.
I Thunderdome it, but you know, if I need to, I will. I'll definitely stop.
Is there a delay on here?
Third down.
Yeah. Well, maybe we need the Justin Timberlake 7-second delay. Is that still a thing? I don't know. Is that a deal?
Yeah.
I don't know. 5.5 minutes left here. The Arrows holding on. 3rd down and 8. So what do you do here? Do you go for it, or you just keep running the clock? You try to pick up the first down?
Maybe depends a little bit on how much we get here on this down.
Well, I'm saying, like, do you run or pass here?
Well, looks
apparently
like we'll pass.
That sounds like a good idea.
I think we'll pass.
Yeah, and by pass, I think we'll take a sack. And
yeah, and I think now I don't.
Honestly, I'm okay with it.
For me, I don't see the harm in punting here. No. I don't think there's any reason.
No, gosh, no. You punt.
You're fourth and super long.
Yeah, punt.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I think you definitely punt.
We're mulling it over on the sideline here. Spence is back. He's ready. Now, someone might want to tell Spence maybe no fake punt here.
Yeah, maybe just go ahead and just yeet it out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, we're going to punt it away.
I think that's what the kids say.
And we got my guy at 33. 33's headed out there. Still in the running for player of the game, Kessler.
Yeah, we do like him. Jared Rackness says, fun to watch some good old ESD football. Thanks, Brian and Sam, for the great commentary.
Jared Rackness, fun fact. Lineman, graduated with Jared.
I do love fun facts. Grew up on the same block. I love
Grew up on the same block. Jared, offensive lineman, D-tackle type.
Megan Romer says, I vote Coach Hordor for player of the game. Lots of work getting the players.
Let me tell you. Yeah,
lots of work getting the players off the field, she says.
It crossed my mind. And he didn't cramp up once.
Yeah, I mean, the guy's an athlete.
And he wore pants tonight.
Definitely, I mean, an athlete for
sure.
Got
YMCA going there. Right now, the Watertown Stadium's going nuts.
The iconic Watertown Stadium. You know, I don't want to brag, but at the new one, it sounds like we're going to have both air conditioning and heat in the booth. So,
well, when I'm not Aero TV football color commentator, I know where to go sit.
Yeah,
I'll spot for you. I'll be in the background spotting for you guys.
You know what?
Tyson.
Anytime that we can get around your greatness.
Have we got any words from Tyson here tonight? Is he threatened at this point?
No,
with my knowledge?
Well, Tyson is he's attending a family event tonight. That's why he's not with us.
Thought maybe he was probably listening.
Oh, got some guys down there.
Okay, that accomplished, I think, what the Arrows wanted there. Nothing bad happening and advance it.
Good there. And then now, if you're Yankton, the whole goal here is to score, obviously, but you want to do it quick. Still got 4 minutes left. The game is far from over. Both teams have 3 timeouts left.
Yeah, one big play away from making it interesting.
Yeah, the game's definitely within reach for Yankton for sure. Nelson's going to be under center here. Number 2 in motion. He's going to roll out to his left, try to square up, and does.
Oh man.
Tough.
Got some collateral damage there on the sideline. 92.
Yeah, number 92 kind of took one. That's Javante King.
Javante looks like he's all right.
Yeah, Javante got into the action and put his helmet back on right away. Enough of that.
I'm only laughing because I first checked he's okay, but he got taken out there.
You know, it's kind of like the guy that slips on the ice. You know, it's funny, but you want to make sure that he's okay.
Do you?
Well.
Oh, another nice pitch.
Carson Ness.
Wow.
Carson Ness is fun to watch.
He is. I would say we have gotten rid of the Nelson as just a running quarterback. He's throwing some really nice balls. He's been out of the pocket.
Balls are tight, too, right?
Yeah,
he's throwing some tight spirals down there, and he's making good decisions.
And Ness and Slava with the weapons out.
Definitely helps when you got guys like that, for sure. Trust back here, and again he finds Carson Ness, and maybe the Arrows are playing a little soft.
They're going to play a little soft here and keep things in front.
They'll tighten up once they get inside like the 20 or the 15 in there. And
yeah, Yankton's doing a nice job. They've really been at their best. If they've been able to avoid some penalties, they've been at their best tonight in the hurry up.
Little confusion on the defense as Wenches was looking to get it off the field, and now he's back on. Drop back here, and now he's going to run. And now he's going to bust one here a little bit, and Wenches go right into the arms of Wenches. And hopefully Wenches gets up.
This is the time of the game as the Watertown staff. This clock seems to go real slow.
5-yard line.
Yep, Wenches comes off the field here now. First and 10, ball at 23.
Spence put a lot of plays out there tonight.
Yep, a lot of snaps,
a lot of
both
miles
sides of the ball. There you go. Good job. And there's Schulte.
Jeremiah.
Just making another tackle.
Pretty sure tackler.
Yeah, just really solid. He is. And he's getting some looks. You know, he's going to be playing on Saturdays next year.
Timeout, Yankton.
Yeah, Yankton's going to call a timeout here. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. Right, and that's what Yankton's trying to do, right? They're trying to score quick. Watertown's obviously trying to stop them, but Watertown's letting them kind of march down the field right now.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, there's a lot of time left. I think if you're Watertown staff and players, you're feeling like there's a lot of time left, and it's interesting when you're up, it seems like it's forever, and then when you're down, it seems like that clock's ticking really fast. So Yankton's done a nice job here. He's going to take a couple of shots. Can get into actually 2 more first downs here. So it's really a credit to Watertown's defense tonight, because I think Yankton has a very good offense and really some big boys up front that do a nice job, and with Nelson's ability to throw the ball, they have weapons, and I think it's a credit to Watertown's defense. Played extremely well tonight.
Yeah, you are definitely not wrong. Watertown's defense has been sensational, to say the least. And see if they can get one more stop here, and gonna get a hold there.
Yeah, that was a blatant tackle there.
Yeah, you're gonna get a hold on number 66 for Yankton, and that's gonna be Austin Conway.
Yeah, I think it's Caden Decker just got tackled there.
Yeah, I think Caden Decker was spinning right by him, and old Mr. Conway just picked him up and took him down.
Yeah, that was a no doubt.
Holding. Yeah. Offense number 66, 10-yard penalty, second down.
Stevie Wonder may have been able to see that one.
Yeah.
So 3 minutes left, 2nd and 17. Let's get this clock moving here, huh?
Second down, 16.
Crowd starting to get into it a little bit with the Let's Go Arrows chant. Going deep, high ball, 50-50 ball. No flag on that one. Carson Ness did a good job of trying to moss him.
He made it interesting. Cole didn't exactly look back for the ball. I thought maybe they'd get him for pass interference. He did a great job, great coverage.
I didn't think there was a whole lot of contact there either.
He didn't initiate it, but Cole's done a great job tonight of playing a really solid corner out there. Because he's one that got thrown in last year. One of the guys got thrown in. Briggs went out.
Cole's doing really well.
Junior corner.
Hey, how about that? Great job. That's Fossum up there with the.
Marcus got in with the sack.
With the sack. Hasn't been a whole lot of sacks tonight.
No. Got a little excited. Was going to run off the field.
Yeah, you better stay there. We got a timeout here. Hodorf comes in and gets the timeout. Thank goodness he didn't cramp. That was a lot of running for Hodorf.
Yeah, the burst is still there for Coach.
4th and 21 on the 30. 35-ish.
Sam, I think you heave it up here if you're Yankton.
Yeah, got to.
Not a lot of other options here.
Yeah. Maybe this is one of those plays where Easton drops back, yells 500, and just chucks it.
Yeah, you're gonna heave it up unless you got some sort of hook and ladder play, and I know it's some other options there, but at the end you still have room to get a first down. You don't have to get to the end zone here, but
yeah. I mean, it's 4th and 21, so
4th down and 22. The ball is placed on the Arrow 36-yard line.
So it's going to be at the 36-yard line. 2.5 minutes left. 4th and 21. Ball game here, no? For the most part?
For the most part.
Yeah?
I concur.
I mean, it's high school football. Anything can happen, but you get a stop here, and Yankton's got 2 timeouts left. I mean, the Arrows should be able to command the game here after that. Look at Micah. Just barrel bullying through a couple guys. Hey, what an unselfish football player. Gets the pick. He's got a whole lot of space in front of him. Does his best Brian Westbrook impersonation. Slides down.
Let me tell you.
What a great play.
Cole Hansen making a late push for player of the game here.
I tell you what, he gets the pick, he jumps the route, gets the pick, knows the situation and the scenario, and slides down to potentially seal the win.
I don't know. Take it to the house.
Hey,
you think coaches were telling him to get down?
I think he knows that I think he's smart enough, he knew to get down.
We'll give him the same. Well, yeah, we'll give him benefit of the doubt for sure.
I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt. I think that's a great individual.
I just think we all respect
it's a great
Cole.
Team play.
Anyone that knows his dad, Jeff, we really respect Cole out there being a great athlete on the field.
Jeff Hansen, Watertown legend.
Yeah. So that was a backhanded, not even a backhand. That just was not a compliment to Jeff, the dad. But
no, and the Watertown legend one wasn't either. No.
We only kid because we care, Jeff.
Yeah.
Great play by Cole.
Yeah, phenomenal play by Cole.
Make no mistake, a proud dad up in the stands right now.
I guarantee you when they get home and watch that, Jeff is going to tell Cole, why didn't you house it?
Absolutely.
100%. 100%.
Yep. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, and I'm going to say, Cole, that is an incredible team play.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't get a lot of opportunities to do that. I would say you take it to the house.
Illegal formation, offense, 5-yard penalty, free play, first down.
Team first.
At that point, I'm no math major, but we're up 34 to possibly 34 to 13. If you take it to the house, I think we're safe.
There's no guarantee that you could take it to the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
We'll agree to disagree on that, Sam.
When in Rome.
I think the coaches tell him to get down.
Think so?
I think so.
Either way, he listened to his coach.
I know Cole, too. Cole wanted to go to the house.
I think it was a great play. I'm here for it. I think it puts him in the running.
The Dakota Land two-minute warning just went and came.
It's gone. Yep, no more. It's over. Arrows are gonna. Oh, don't throw a flag. There you go. Just keep running. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
It's a good win for the Arrows tonight.
Yeah, great job for the Arrows tonight. I mean, they redeem a loss from last year, and now we get Yankton's going to take a timeout. We need to nail down this Dakota Land player of the game.
Well, I have my thoughts.
Let's hear them.
Well, but we need to work this out, Sam. We got to do write-in votes, because if you announce one and I have something different, then it's going to be a big controversy in Arrow TV.
We take the minute 44 to come to a conclusion together.
Well, here, how about we'll do it this way? They can't see us, okay? So I will give you my vote, and I think it's a tough one. It is a really tough one, and then I'm going to have a close runner-up to that. But I think it's
so. This is your runner. This is your runner-up.
No, that is my clear cut. Yeah.
You're going right here.
Yeah, I thought it was fairly clear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think Cole Hansen has played an extremely good game. I think we have another individual that's been really good on both sides of the ball all night, and there's been a lot to choose from today.
I agree with yours. That's the way that I was leaning. So Cole, I think, made a pretty good
late push
for sure, but I'm not sure it was enough to knock off the guy there at the top of the pedestal.
I agree. I think we're it's now a consensus. Do we have any write-in votes there? I got a couple texts.
I asked for some write-off votes. We got Coach Jacobson said Coach Hordorf was Josh Rennick's fullback at State, so that's a fun fact.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, who would know? No one would even know Josh Rennick without Hordorf blocking for him, probably.
Yep. And then Craig Cruz said Cole Hansen sealed the game, and then Priest chimes in for Nathan Briggs as player of the game.
Yeah. Well, Coach Priest, you guessed it, because we're going with Nathan Briggs.
Unless something, I think it's got to be Briggs. Even regardless if say Malik busts a 73-yard touchdown right now.
But even then, we're kind of games in hand.
Yeah.
Games in hand.
So I say we go Nathan Briggs.
I think we hand it out right now.
Yeah, yep. Nathan Briggs.
I think it goes Nathan. I think he was good. I think he had a couple tough plays early on the defensive side of the ball, and then bounced back and played really well on that side. But then offensively tonight, over 100 yards receiving, and not just your ho-hum average everyday plays either. It made some really good catches.
7 catches for 101 yards and a tutty.
It's not a bad night.
Yeah, that'll get your name in the paper. And Jerica Fossum agrees. She says Nathan Briggs for Dakota Land athlete of the game.
Okay, well,
and we agree.
If Jerica agrees, then we all, I think, are in agreement.
Hard to argue that.
Yep.
Yeah, I think 7 catches, 101 yards, gets a tutty. Had some pretty big plays defensively too. The last time that Nathan Briggs played on this field, he got carried off. Carted off.
You're right.
If I remember right. So
it's good to see him back running around.
Welcome back party.
Good part of the game here to get some clean jerseys on the field here. Looks like we have second team punt in here with Spence punting it away.
Yep. So what I am going to do, Mr. Norberg, is I'm going to make my way down to the field, so I can give Briggs his player of the game.
Oh, yeah. Do we hand it out like the night of?
Yeah, he's going to get it right now. He's going to get it right now. I got it with me. Yep. So
lucky kid.
I'm going to go give it to him right now.
I didn't know that it was going to be right on the spot.
Yep. We're not going to have a post game. We got about a 2-hour tear down. So I'm going to let Norberg take over the next 34 seconds. I'm going to find Briggs, and I'd like to thank everybody for listening and tuning in. Okay, Brian, you're going to take over.
I'm taking over. You leaving me alone up here?
Yep, it's all you.
Holy cow, this is a big moment for me. We'll try to keep things in order here for you, Sam.
Appreciate that.
So you're going to head down and hand out the player of the game T-shirt. Congrats to Nate Briggs and the rest of the Arrows.
Nelson's pass complete to number 12, Carson Ness.
Well, as Sam makes his way down, hopefully safe travels down the stairs. We'll wrap this one up here at the Watertown Stadium. Nelson drops back. Calls for another hold there. Yeah, we got another flag. Maybe a late hit there. Nothing egregious, but why not? It's kind of how things have gone tonight. You know, the Arrow bench begging for a hold. Looked like maybe the flag was more on the late hit variety with Easton Nelson on the sideline by one of the Arrows. We'll see what they got.
After the play is over, personal foul, late hit on Watertown. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Yankton. Those penalties will offset. Second out.
All right. So at this point, 20 seconds, Yankton's going to try to look to maybe advance the ball, get in the end zone.
Don't do that.
But at this point, trying to just get through the game. No more flags, no more injuries.
From Nelson to number 2, Connor Slava. First down for the Yankton Bucks.
I do have a visual of Sam down on the sideline. He made her down. Can't wait to hand out the T-shirt to Nate Briggs. Well deserved. Yankton lining up. Should be last play of the game. I have a new respect for Sam here, having to be the guy to fill the dead air. Oh, and I guess we're not going to be done with the game yet. Another flag on the play. So we're going to have another. We're going to have one last play. Well, they get lined up here. Let's see what the Arrows have coming up next. I believe they possibly hit the road.
Pass interference, defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
This should be the last play of the game. Watertown does hit the road next week, heading out to Pierre to play a good Pierre team, #1 ranked, and obviously the last seven-time state champion, so be a good test for the Arrows to go out to Pierre. And this one should be it. That should end the game. And the Arrows come away with the win tonight. Big win for the Arrows, 27-13. It wasn't pretty, but made a lot of big plays. A good win for the Arrow squad tonight. Heading out to Pierre next week on Friday.
A couple other scores around the area in the AA ranks. Pierre over here tonight, 48.
Lost my partner Sam down there. We'll let it go, and thanks everyone for listening again tonight. And we'll hopefully I won't be back the rest of the season. We'll see. Hopefully Tyson's back in the chair doing a much better job. But thanks for listening, everybody. Good win for the Arrows.
42-0. And Rapid City Central, maybe close to half, was leading Spearfish 8-0. I'd like to thank you for your support tonight. Watertown Arrows travel to Pierre next Friday night, and then we come home for our homecoming versus Mitchell on Friday, September 20th. Again, thank you all for your support. Drive safely and have a good night.